tried it on before I came. A little tough, yeah, a little tight.
Working out. A little too big for you. It fit me really good.
Hey, it said a 3X. It said a 3X, so I'm like, oh, perfect.
3X, the 3X never washed it though. It fit me perfectly.
Yeah, I see that now. And you'd be surprised how much it costs. I'm like, I think $200 for that. I wish I would have just.
Yeah, you should have tried it on for $200.
Yeah, I should have. But I was like, you know what? This will look good in the stream. Let me go ahead. Well, so tomorrow I'm getting the King of Crown tattoo, right? Like it's gonna be on my hand right here. Yeah, I got an artist, bro. He's super, like, he's one of the best artists I got. Alright, that dude was like, yeah, he goes to like, he goes to Europe. He done been almost everywhere.
Grabbing started on.
My buddies just died the other day.
It's outside. I just got one of my clients over
Maryland.
He's like
Maryland area. That's in the record with us. We live in like DC, Maryland area.
Alright, a woman who knows what she wants.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
You wanna play rough? Okay. Uno. Say hello to my little friend.
We're not just America's card room, we're the world's card room. A place where everyone comes together to play the game we all love. We are all unique, all competitive, and all striving to be the best. But at the end of the day, through thick and thin, we are all in together. There are those who play the game. And then there are those who pour blood, sweat, and tears into every hand. This one's for the fighters. Progressive Knockouts at America's Card Room.
From the Lodge Poker Club in beautiful Round Rock, Texas, welcome to Poker Night at the Lodge. My name is Slick Rick Epstein, along with my partner each and every week, Mikey the Skull Reisman. Mikey, are you ready to go from some Wednesday night madness?
Yeah, Ricky, what's going on? Happy Wednesday. We have a $1,000 cap game. No wheel tonight, or we shall call it moving forward, Clarence.
His wheel name is Clarence.
It will just be referred to as Clarence, but we're going to save those wheels for Saturday night, the 5-5 uncapped game. So tonight, 1-3, let's go around the table. We have High Pitch in seat 1.
Love it.
She's been on the stream before. She's coming in for the maximum 1,000. Dylan's also been on the stream, coming in for 1,000. A new player in seat number 3 is Mitch, coming in for $780. CJ in the 4 seat, coming in for 1,000. Alex in the 5. Came all the way, grew up in Alaska, came here from California, bought all the merchandise, the hat, the sweatshirt, the whole 9. He's coming in for 1,000. Zach in seat 6 coming in for 1,000. The world famous Big Meech in the 7th seat coming in for 1,000. Gmo also coming from out of town, also a big fan of the show. Bought a bunch of the merchandise, the sweatshirts, the t-shirts, coming in for the maximum. And then in seat number 9, it's going to be Thunderstruck. You might recognize her if you are a loyal member of the Lodge. Her name is Thunderstruck, and she's coming in for the maximum of 1,000.
Hey, we want to thank everybody. While we're waiting for the first hand of the night, we want to thank everybody in the last 7 days. This show has gained 1,500 new subscribers in the last 7 days. We want to thank you, welcome you to the family, and we hope that we can earn your continued subscription each and every night because we will bring it strong. Big Meech, one of our favorites, he had a 71% VPIP last time he played. He's wearing a beautiful new King of Hearts sweater. Unbelievable nice. And Thunderstruck just took her seat, all dressed in winning red, Tiger Woods red. Thunderstruck in seat 9.
Yep, should be an interesting game. Not that familiar with some of these players. Again, a lot of these players are from out of town, so true to our word here at the program. If you message me on my email at the bottom of the screen or on Instagram, coming in from out of town, we'll give you a shot. You know, we love having new members come into our doors here at the Lodge, and we like seeing new people mix it up on table 11.
Under the lights.
39.3 feet
39.
below. We are sinking. It's been so wet outside.
It has been wet.
I haven't seen the sun in a number of days, so as it gets more wet and moist. Outside, yeah, moist. You know, just like that fresh brownie out of the oven. It's moist.
CJ with pocket 8. CJ, dealer here at the Lodge.
But we sink lower and lower as it's so wet outside.
Going to play this hand, and it's going to be Big Meech with King 9 offsuit against the pocket 8s of CJ. We'll go to the flop. There's a King 9, K9 Wolf for Big Meech. He flops 2 pair. What are you going to do there? CJ's going to continue telling his story, making it 30. Big Meech, look at that sweater.
Yeah, looking fresh.
Makes it 60, a little
no
mid-click.
waiting. She's going to charge this right now. And if you're holding a pair of 8s, you can't really love this raise. What are you really beating?
That hat just looks so good on Big Meech. And our friend in seat 5 is also sporting
and the dealer.
And the dealer.
Let's do a quick little hoodie check. It's just maybe two hoodie night, it looks like.
Looks like
for the 5
and 8.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
2 hoodie night. Keeping it classy here tonight on the main game.
Got a big Poppy jersey in seat 3.
It's trash.
I love the big Poppy jersey, although it does break one of my cardinal rules. If you're over the age of 21, you should not be wearing a numbered jersey unless you're playing.
Need to get him a number 2 Jeter jersey. Come on.
153 in the live chat. I want to thank you, and wow, what a week we had. We want to thank Rampage Poker, and we'll announce some more things tonight, but Rampage came in for last week, and you know, his clip already, the big clip that everybody's talking about, has already reached about 24,000 views, and it'll probably continue to grow. He's catching some heat, but, you know, he's a great kid, and he'll be back here at the Lodge for sure.
He's taking it in stride, though. I start following his social media. Sometimes you go for it, and then you run into basically the nuts that what your opponent's holding. It wasn't the stone cold nuts, but, geez Louise, was E's hand so strong, and made Rampage pay.
Yeah. Just get it out of there. There's ace, jack. 2 pair for Dylan, who's played on this, but nobody has an ace. There's the 10 of spades. So now we've got an open-ended straight draw for Big Meech. And 2 pair for Dylan. Yeah, just we'll get it out of the way right now. Last week, I believe last Saturday was the first, this past Saturday was the first day that we would allow masks optional for anybody who's vaccinated and per the CDC guidelines. So, yes, masks are optional if you're vaccinated. But you can always wear them. We don't mind if you want to continue. Dylan's going to win this hand with his 2 pair. On to the next one. Yeah, Mikey, that hand is gaining a lot of notoriety. Everybody knows the all-in with ace high by Rampage versus the Seti Maggette from E. We were a little dumbfounded when it happened. You mentioned earlier, I had mentioned several times that he did it, or earlier that night he did it, but this time he was leading out on that, a little bit different.
Yeah, he did it earlier in the night. He led the river, but neither player had a pair.
Yes.
In that instance, so he was able to get E to fold, which was the best hand at the time. But the second time, the hand played a little bit differently, and Rampage elected for the check raise on the river with just ace high for all of it, and E called in under 1 second. So.
Under 1 second, yeah. This is in Round Rock, Texas. That's the first time we'll answer that tonight. Over under of how many times we'll have to answer that? It's about 7.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's Round Rock, Texas here at the Lodge. You're welcome. We get people every week now coming in just for this to be on the stream.
Yep. From all over the country and all over the world. We had the lady from the Philippines fly in for the stream.
Yeah.
Huge in the Netherlands. Big in the Philippines.
Growing.
In India.
Here comes Mitch with his queen 6, so he's got 2 pair with a backdoor heart draw.
Overtime like count is 400 today, folks. So if you want bonus poker time, you're all going to have to hit that like button and get us over the 400 marker.
There's the straight. Zach hits the straight, and Mitch is going to fold before Zach puts a bet in. He already folded. Zach didn't know it, and he'll take down a pot. Risers, Treasure Hunting Emporium, how are you doing? Always good to have you here. Yes, Ricky, Ethan is a class act. He will be back for at least 2 more times in the near future here at the Lodge. We're working on a deal, a visit agreement with Mariano Poker, who also will be back. We got Mike the Mouth Mattisau. I didn't tell you this, Mikey, but Mike the Mouth Mattisau and myself are going to be sitting next to each other on the flight back from Vegas on the 9th.
Oh, wow.
Just bought his ticket today for him, and we're going to talk a little poker for the 3 hours.
Oh, my God. He's going to be talking the whole entire flight, so no snoozing on that flight.
Either maybe I'll snooze. I am going to be tired. Got to rest up for the show on Wednesday night. We're keeping one eye on the Bruins game, too.
You better plant some seeds for future visits, or maybe some old buddies can have a nice reunion here at the Lodge.
He knows the world. He's coming in June 9th through the 12th, folks. He'll be on the Wednesday night and Saturday night stream, and he will have a couple meetup games.
I might have to get in one of those games, Rick, from the get-go. Maybe that big 5-5 one. Skull gets in there from the start and finishes strong.
Yeah, obviously he's a great poker player. All diamonds on the flop, Queen 4-3. Got the King of Diamonds for Thunderstruck, paying homage to AC/DC, one of her favorite bands. Me and Thunderstruck went to the same high school. Different years. I'm a little older than she is. Austin native. Everybody loves her. 150 is the bet from Thunderstruck with just the King of Diamonds. Making a little play here.
She knows the rules. No nits allowed. And she's going to get it through. Only has Big Meech to fade. Big Meech with the wheel draw, but no diamond, just ace high. Currently the best hand, but he can't love it. Looking so fresh and so clean. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, he does. That is a great-looking sweater, and he folds. He wanted a hoodie. He says he's a triple X. Meech looks like a double X.
No, he eyed
Big
that double
Meech.
X, and he said, nope, I need that triple X. We also need a medium for the 1 seed, Rick, so we need to put in an order.
Wow, we need another
Got a
order.
nice little super chat there.
Thank you, Darian.
We hope we blow it up, too. We appreciate the support. Well, again, overtime number 400 likes, so if you guys want more poker tonight, smash that like button and get us to 400, and if we have any new viewers tonight, we really appreciate you tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel, and, Rick and I are here every Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
TBD about this weekend. I got to see
I'll
what's
be
going
here.
on.
It's funny, folks. We are growing. We since last Wednesday, we were at 5,900 entering last Wednesday. Now we're at 7,400 plus subscribers. So we blew past the 6,000. Just said adios 6,000. We don't even want to see you. And we went right to 7,000, on our way to 10,000 and beyond.
Infinity and beyond.
$10 is the bet. Working its way around to Zach with pocket fours, the sailboats, the big Meech. Mr. V-Pip, the Prince of V-Pip, will call. See if he can get it above 71%. That's the all-time record. Hall of Fame numbers. Big Meech, V-Pip, last time he was on. Ace 3-9, couple diamonds. Pair of nines for high pitch. 2 diamonds for Gmo. Now, Gmo, you said, was from Pennsylvania, right? Outside of Philly? I believe that's the case.
Yes, I believe that is the case as well. I'm not 100% sure. I know we have Jason in here rooting on Gmo, and shout out to Lisa.
Yes, Lisa
well.
Heflin. Hello, Lisa. There's the 5 of hearts. Gmo looking at 7 outs. We account for all the ones that have already been accounted for, so that's how we get to the 7 out number using our RFID technology. Here's the big bet.
Yep, interesting board here. Has a pair and the diamonds here. High pitch also with a pair, but no flush draw. She doesn't love it. She's going to be folding, and Gmo's going to take it down. So Gmo's got his fans here in the chat, and he has some money in front of him to stack as he takes down a nice little pot here early in the first period on a Wednesday.
262 building in the live chat. Racer Nerd in the house, always with the comment about if you're watching, you're liking. Put it on a bumper sticker. That's Racer Nerd's trademark it for Racer Nerd.
Yeah, Racer better be getting royalties on if you're watching or liking. That could be on a bumper sticker nationwide.
James Stewart, if it's the James Stewart we know and love, thank you very much for the super chat. If it's not, we thank you anyways.
Oh, it is. It's the James we all know and love.
We
He was in the
love him.
building, I believe, on Friday. He housed back
Yes.
and forth between Arizona and Texas, but we sure do miss him here at the lodge on a regular basis.
What a nice guy.
Speaking of high V-pips, Nikia's in the building.
69%. Women's champion. Right behind the Prince of V-Pip. I guess that would make Nakia the princess of V-Pip.
Yep, that's fair.
CJ with Queen 6 will fold. Over to our visitor from Alaska, now in Pasadena, California.
We got to get some of those white and blue hats in the next order, Rick.
Yeah.
I like those white and blue.
We can do it. Hats are selling. Coins are selling like hotcakes. Queen Deuce 4. Couple diamonds. We've had diamonds on the flop, every flop. Nakia's in the chat.
Yeah. Alex does have some people tuning in from Alaska tonight. He said that when we were talking to him pre-show. He also has his girlfriend here in the building.
Yeah.
I wanted to give a shout out to the Check Your Head podcast. Works on mental health for musicians. So if you're into music, that sounds pretty interesting. I haven't tuned into any episodes yet, but I might. So give that a shout.
Alex is going to win this hand. Go Alaska. Yeah, Check Your Head, paying homage to the Beastie Boys.
55, going for a little bit of river value here, but Meech is going to release with just 5 high after that busted straight draw. So it's always nice to get down your first pot, Alex, and get a little bit settled. I don't know how much stream experience he has coming from out of town. Had this on his calendar, coming to poker night at the lodge. There's definitely a little butterflies in the stomach early on, but once you start winning a couple hands, you start feeling a little bit more comfortable, and then who knows, it could turn into a big profitable night.
Overtime number is 400. Please give us a like by 10:30 for sure. That's when we cut off overtime. Also, we've got a new website you can take a look at. Mark it down, thelodgelive.com. Check us out. It's got everything you could ever want to know about this show, including merchandise and a little something about Mike and myself and past episodes. So it's thelodgelive.com. I believe that's it.
Shout out to Tony, watching from Arkansas. You got to make your way down here to the lodge. Get down here in one of these games, Tony. I don't know what you're waiting for. Ace-Jack versus 9-7 here. Heads up between the 1 and the 7. Queen 10 deuce, rainbow, Skittles.
Yes, it is thelodgelive.com. That is our new website for the poker show. Big Meech against High Pitch. Jack of spades. High Pitch. Hits her jack. Now an open-ended straight draw for Big Meech. Needs an 8 or a king. Doesn't come. High Pitch is going to win this hand. We got special shout out. Michael the Wonder Boy is going to be a new employee to help the show out. Going to help out Dave Claprock, the executive producer. Got himself a production assistant.
The Jermaine on steroids. R.I.P. to Jermaine. We don't really mean that figuratively, Nakia.
Cumulative winnings, Thunderstruck. Look at her. 161 winning. Dylan, just getting started. We haven't even gone a full orbit. Let us know where you're watching from. We have got Arkansas in the house. I already saw
UK in the
Alaska.
building. Over the pond. Shout out to Tim Rose tuning in.
Tim Rose eating some fish and chips while he's watching a little poker. The lodge is happening right now. We got a PLO free roll. We got about 8 cash games, and then we got the stream going on.
Yep,
it's just a Wednesday night.
I played a little PLO for a couple hours this afternoon. Then turned into a round-and-round game. Got touched up early.
But
made my way back.
Finished
back.
strong. Finished strong. On to the next hand. Here we go. Zach folds his 4-7. Over to Big Meech. Big Meech folding a little bit more than usual. Alex with pocket threes. It's going to make it 40. Thunderstruck will fold. Over to High Pitch with her Jack 6. Will fold, and so does Dylan.
Got California in the house. Dallas, Huntington, Tennessee, Long Island, New York. My man Steven.
Detroit. CJ, your mom is hot. Anchorage, Alaska. Portland.
CJ, your mom is hot. That's a interesting name when we have CJ at the table.
Yeah. Huntington, Tennessee, Dallas, Texas, Huntington Beach, Detroit. Hey, thank you. We love it. We love all the people who watch. Hey, make your way down to Texas. The lodge located just a stone's throw from Austin, Texas. Round Rock is the largest suburb of Austin, just north. About 15, 20-minute drive, depending on traffic. From the lodge, you get to see the state capital, downtown Austin, Texas, the 11th largest city in the country. Poker is on fire in Texas, and the lodge is no exception. We're very excited. We've had a lot of people, a lot of famous people already come through, including Rampage last week, Matt Vaughn the week before, Johnny Vibes the week before that. And we've got some other announcements to tell you about. We're on to the next one. Big Meech folds another one.
Oh, we have a super chat bidding war taking place here.
Darian.
So Darian has been, it was one-upped. Our boy James. $14.99. Thank you very much.
Absolutely, Darian.
Shout out to Lisa watching from Delaware, her first time watching, so we appreciate that. Every Wednesday and Saturday, folks, 8 p.m. Central Time. So subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our future shows. Been going strong for a number of months now.
Mitch doesn't ask about a deli, but he asks, is it safe near the lodge? Yes, it's safe. Round Rock is a pretty safe area, and we've got security here.
Hey, Mitch, is it safe up there in Canada? Let me ask you that question, Mitch. We know where you live, Mitch.
Thank you, Ricky, with the super chat. Says, thank you, Skull, for the amazing gift, and can't wait to meet you guys. And Mike the Mouth, I'm an amateur, but win or lose, I'm grateful and humbled. Thank you. Zach with 16 outs. Very rarely do you see that many outs.
Oh, James has responded, says, take that, $14.99. Otherwise, 50 spot. You know James is going to bring it strong. He just sold his house for heaps. You don't want to mess with James' pockets. You're going to lose that battle.
James. Fantastic. What a guy.
Always enjoyed playing with James. I've just met him through poker. We bumped into each other out at the Rio during the WSOP.
Did you really?
Yeah, just randomly.
Oh, you see so many
So
people.
that was
when you
kind
go
of
out
cool. And then, he's lived here and was going through that stuff with his property and just kind of pops in and visits from time to time.
Let me tell you, this Saturday, Bart Hansen. Yes, the Bart Hansen will be here on the Felt Saturday for our 5-5 Uncapped Madness. Wolfgang Poker comes to town May 26th through the 29th. Then it's Mikey the Mouth Mattisau, June 9th through the 12th. And then our big game, the 25-50 game on Uncapped, which minimum buy-in is $10K. $10,000 is minimum buy-in for June 26th. Chance Corneth will be here, as well as Kitty Koo?
Yes.
Kitty Koo.
Co.
I want to make sure I get it right. Alex,
Bullet
with
alert.
the weapons. Black aces for Alex. Makes it 25, and we got a lot of callers. 5 ways to the flop.
Yep, not the best thing you want to see when you got aces going 5-way, but still, you're never not pleased looking down at that pre-flop, obviously. And now you're holding the ace of clubs, which matters.
Nobody really hits anything.
Aces survive, still in the lead, and they are going to c-bet to 60.
Meach is going to come along with his pair of 3s, ace kicker.
Ambitious call there by Meach trying to spike a 3.
Now it's heads up. Now you like it when your ace is in your heads up now.
Especially when your opponent's also holding an ace. Needs a lot of help, but Meach has heart, as we've seen on previous episodes. But Alex is going to bet this turn. Smooth Hundy.
339 in the live chat. Big Meach. Going to be hard to call, but he says, I'm going to come along. And Alex wanted to take it down right then and there. He doesn't want to see a black card. It's another 10. So aces and 10s is going to win it for Alex as long as he stays in the hand. He's going to reach for a bunch of chips. Hard betting line. Oh, it's got to be all of it. He just learned the hard way. Whatever you take over the line, folks, here at the Lodge, if you don't verbalize, whatever you take over the line is going to stay.
Doesn't really matter. Meach is not going to be coming along, although he's thinking about it. Might be just putting his opponent on busted club draw. Thinking long and hard here with his 2 pair 10s and 3s with the ace kicker.
Giovanni is watching the stream in the shower. It's the first ever.
Whoa.
Giovanni. You got soap behind your ear, buddy. Meach is going to fold here. He calls! Meach calls!
Meach not buying. Thought maybe Alex was a little weak.
Our man from Alaska.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Pretty aggressive call there by Meach, getting touched up early. Maybe just wants to pay for that information, or kind of thought that he was thinking that his 2 pair was good, but maybe that, the money over the line there kind of confused him, and Meach maybe thought that Alex was weak, but the bullet's definitely way strong and good enough to win a nice-sized pot, our biggest so far on the evening.
I don't know if I want to say anything, but he does have a Lodge, Poker Night at the Lodge hoodie, hat, and coin. Yeah. And he just picked up aces. I don't know, Mike. It could be unrelated.
No, it's definitely related. It's the Run Good trifecta. We've heard it once or twice before.
Absolutely.
You come here and you also brought us a gift. You come to the to the stream bearing gifts. Happy to meet Rick and I, buying all the merch. The poker gods will reward you with bullets and within the first orbit.
Yeah, just to confirm, here at the Lodge, the hard betting line, if you verbalize, you can come out with whatever you want. Verbal takes precedence over, but if you don't say anything and you come out with chips, whatever's in your hand, folks, is going to stay in the pot. Hard betting line. Looks like we are going to go 3 ways to a flop. Big Meach with his pocket pair in a lead and hits the Seti Maggette right off the bat for Big Meach.
Like to see him trap here. does. Maximize getting the rest of his 250 in here. Got touched up on the previous hand here, but now it's a good opportunity to recoup some of his losses if he plays his cards correctly. Just smooth calling about Thunderstruck's $30 bet here. So
there's an 8. So now there's a 4-liner.
Straight. No, Thunderstruck has now got in
straight.
there. She's holding a 10 in a brutal turn card there for Meech. And Meech will not be folding, even if he's worried about that 10.
Yeah. He's
Rips
all
it in. Snap call by Thunderstruck.
Look at Thunderstruck just
fires
throws
it
those
down
cards
like
over.
a boss. Says, do you know who I am? You better know who I am, Big Meech. But Meech is going to need the board to pair. I think they're just going to run it one time for all the cookies and cake.
That doesn't help Meech. And Thunderstruck is going to win a huge pot.
And if you are Big Meech reaching into your pocket,
Okay, I'm reloaded.
New soundboard. Charles,
new drop.
This is a radio frequency, RFID table. So each card has a chip in it, and each player has a reader right in front of them. You see that little circle in front of each player. That's how we know what the cards are. You see the cumulative winnings there. Want to welcome the mayor of Chatsville, Nick from Yuma himself, the most popular man in the poker stream community. When he goes somewhere, people part ways. Heard he's coming to Austin. I don't know. If you are coming to Austin, Nick from Yuma, and you do not come to the lodge, you may be recalled as mayor of Chatsville. I'm just saying. If we hear you're in Austin and you don't show up to at least to say hello to Skull Mike and Slick Rick, that could be an insult. What do you think, Skull Mike?
I'm getting a little sidetracked and annoyed here by something. It's not the first time that this has happened, and I'm hoping it doesn't continue.
Charles Kennedy, how you doing? Always nice to hear from you. CJ will fold. Back over to Zach with his pocket deuces. He'll fold. Big Meech with some new chips and new hopes for Big Meech. Will come along with Jack 8 suited. And wow, Thunderstruck hit her straight. Big Meech had to call with his Seti Magetti. Flop comes ace deuce 10. I believe one of the players had pocket deuces. I believe Zach had pocket deuces that he folded. He would have flopped a set. 25 from high pitch with a gut shot.
Do you see, did you get the Nick from Yuma's pillow and blanket?
No.
Oh, he's going to need that for the cot in the bunker tonight.
Oh, okay.
See? Says he's coming in.
I'm sleeping in Skull's bunker cot. All right.
Thunderstruck
All
gets
right.
there straight again.
Just wanted to make sure. There's a 4. Thunderstruck is just hitting all sorts of straights. She's got the wheel. And she's going to make it 50.
Just king high for high pitch, though. Doesn't seem to be folding. Looking to be making a play here. So she's going to be trying to rep a made hand, but the made hand is currently in the 9 seat. High pitch, carving out some chips. Looks to be 200, 175. No, wow, what is it, 180? What is that?
Wow.
180. So if you are Thunderstruck, you know you're not folding. Maybe only worried about the 5-6, but I still love another raise here by Thunderstruck. I'd like to make this like 425, 400. Just a little bit min click back to your opponent, saying nice try, but not today.
I think she's just calling.
I think she should just call too, but I really hope she raises it to about 425.
All right, let's see.
That's what I want to see from the lady in the 9 seat, the lady in red.
I told her, she asked me the other day, what should I wear? I said, wear something red. Ooh, she's reaching for, ooh. Thought she was reaching.
Just leaning towards a call, it looks like. She looks like she's debating between call and fold, honestly.
Yeah, I know. I think she's just going to call.
Yeah, it's not. It's going to be just a call. taking her time.
Still thinking. $441 in the live chat. Thank you so much.
John, no, you don't. You don't need to have the vaccine, but we prefer that you do. Masks and vaccines are optional.
Yeah, you don't need to show the card. We don't ask. There's the call.
Just makes the call, shows it.
There's the wheel for the second big hand in a row. Thunderstruck is just piling up chips like there's no tomorrow early.
Yeah, so I think she was honestly debating between a fold there. Really only worried about 5-6, but
yeah,
I would have been raising in that spot for sure.
Yeah, I knew she wasn't raising it. It was going to be a call. 702. Thunderstruck is already winning. 702. Alex up 602. Gmo up 122. Dylan up 54. Zach up 32. Everybody else down. Big Meech throwing the party right now. Small party. Small party of 4,000. That's nothing. Big Meech can make it back early. That sweater he's wearing probably cost him 1,000 alone. Look at that sweater.
Yeah, serious stuff. King of Hearts. Just a troll, Charles. Don't worry about the trolls out there.
Victor Gonzalez says the stream has become an appointment viewing for me every week. Love you guys. Well,
appreciate
Victor,
that.
Very nice of you to say.
Yep, I know some people prefer larger stakes. Some people like the small stakes. That's, best part of this channel is the best of both worlds.
We give it to you both.
We mix it up. We have some large games, some small games that everybody can relate to. So that's what we do here. Not your normal, typical poker show, but we like to think that we do a good job and try to give it our best effort each and every week. So subscribe if you are new. Say hello if you are new. We'll give you a shout out. We love new people in the chat that appreciate the program. And hopefully we have a good night of poker here in the middle of the first period, 8:30. Joke of the night, 9:15.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the rules.
Yeah.
One if you like it, two if you don't.
There you go. TheLodgeLive.com, the new website. Check it out when you get a chance. Not right now. Maybe after the show. TheLodgeLive.com tells everything about this show, everything you could ever want to know. Queen 7 deuce is the flop. And Ace Thunderstruck with her ace high has the best chance to win this pot. But Dylan's going to continue the story. Makes it 45, and he's going to win the hand with a little aggression there. Yeah, Big Meech, there's your VPIP. Already at 78% in the clubhouse. Big Meech is an all-time record holder. The Prince of VPIP had 71% for an entire stream last time he was on. Going for the record. Record is 71%. He holds it.
What's up,
Current
Kirk?
title holder.
Thanks for joining us, Kirk. How's it going, Floyd? This is in Round Rock, just north of Austin, about 15 minutes. Shout out to Brenda watching from West Palm Beach.
Very nice. Monty's betting on a 1 tonight. We'll see. This joke was provided to me by a very important viewer. Used to be a security guard here in the bunker.
Oh, God. Oh, God, this show's going to flop for sure if it came from Leibowitz. Leibowitz is telling jokes now? Oh, my God.
Leibowitz wants his job back as a security guard here in the bunker. He's written to me several times. Speaking of which, got another email from our man Jan in the Netherlands. Oh, my God. Love getting those. Jan, you are the man. Here comes the flop. Heads up. King 10-4, couple clubs. High pitch with their ace-jack is going to continue the story. It's going to make it 30. Big Meech will get out of the way.
Oh, no, I'm not jealous, Charles. I love it. Somebody's got to play the bad guy, you know?
No, he's not.
Not jealous.
He's not jealous. Everybody has their important aspect to this show, and Skull Mike is the partner in crime here. That's what we do here. We just have some fun. Nakia says that joke's going to be a 2 for sure. Could be.
I got a needle rig to keep him sharp, guys. Come on. Can't just be rainbows and butterflies every time he tells a joke at 9:15 each and every week. Can't let him get too cocky. The man thought he was on a 10-joke hitting streak.
I still am.
Delirious.
Still am. High pitch with the diamonds.
We need to go back and do the recount from last week because that was a pop fly to second base.
High pitch loves playing poker. She's a great player.
She's active.
CJ trying to find some cards here. CJ begged us to get on this stream. He better start playing some hands, Mikey. You give your little speech there that says, hey,
yeah,
don't be a nit.
Don't be a nit.
If you want to play again.
Yep. Put on a show. I'll give people a shout out if they got some family or friends watching. When I said, don't be taking up a seat here under the lights to be folding every orbit, every hand. I mean, that's no fun.
Supremely, we run a stream every Wednesday and Saturday, and every now and then a Monday. But Wednesday and Saturday, count it for sure, 8 p.m. Central Time. That's when we try to go on the air. It is a 30-minute delay, so these players have played these hands 30 minutes ago. King, Jack, Queen, Rainbow, and a straight, actually not a straight, a pair of jacks. Pair of kings for high pitch is in the lead there. Michael B. says can't have Vince McMahon without Jesse Ventura.
Yes, sir.
My team, Boston and
OT.
and Washington, are in overtime, Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's a big Game 3 right there.
It is. Game 3 is always important.
Yes.
Game 3 and 5, 2 most important games of a series.
Man, talking like he knows what he's saying. He's been doing his hockey homework, which you love to see.
Been watching hockey a long time, Mikey, longer than you've been alive.
I've got more hours of watching hockey than you do, though.
Maybe.
So.
Maybe. Because your dad had season tickets.
Yes.
To Nassau Coliseum, Dumpsville.
No. Fort Neverlose. Call it by its proper name.
Looks like we're going to have a raise from Dylan over to high pitch with King 6. She's got a pair of kings. Dylan has Squadouche. He's got an inside straight
Real
draw.
Salami's got a new crush in seat 1, it looks like.
And Dylan's going to take down another pot.
840, folks. Overtime number tonight's 400. I know we had that number at 600 previous episode, but we lowered it a little bit tonight, expecting a little bit of a smaller viewership. But we want to get those likes in and get to our normal over 1K marker of live views. So we need all that support from everybody, all 510 of you currently in right now. Smash that like.
Yeah.
Overtime 400.
Yeah. What a night we had Saturday. We reached 2,000 people.
2.2.
2.2 in the live chat, an all-time record.
Close to 40,000 views already.
Wow. Incredible.
We're just bringing it strong every week. Action is good. Place has been jam-packed, whether it be the free roll tournaments, the PLO tournaments, the regular dailies. Plenty of 1-2 games going on, 1-3. There was PLO cash going, a 5-5 Hold'em game going earlier. So the Lodge, or can I say it, Rick? Turning into the Lodge Mahal.
Oh,
it's
trademark
place to be.
The Lodge Mahal.
Sorry about that, Mitch, for you and your family for the past 60 years. I know it's been brutal, Mitch. So my apologies and condolences to you.
The Leafs. Here comes a raise from high pitch. Looks like she's going to make it 85? Yes, 85. Dylan folds. Back over to Mitch with ace-jack offsuit. Mitch from the Northeast.
This high pitch doing this UTG with just 3 high. It's suited, though, but it's still just 3 high.
Wonders ATX, will I play in October live tourneys at WSOP? I don't think so. I am going out in June. I will tell you more about that later. King 3-7. October's just tough for me because high school football is midstream and it's tough to get away. Who knows? We may. There's a bet. 150 is the bet. We do have a flop out there. So there you go. King 7-3 rainbow. Pair of threes for Big Meech. Pair of threes for high pitch.
Shout out to the Philippines in the chat. You already know that the show's big in the Philippines.
Real Salami said, shouldn't have said it out loud. My wife is going to kill me, but the real high pitch is gorgeous.
Oh, my bad.
Goodness.
My bad, Salami. Put him on blast in the living room.
Uh-oh, Big Meech going all in. He has come to play tonight, Mikey.
Yeah.
Already in for 1,000. This is his second buy-in.
Just a pair of threes, and this will likely get through. Pair of threes versus a pair of threes. One bets 150, and one says, how about 824, all you can eat?
This is going to be tough for...
Takes the glasses off. Oh, nope, puts the glasses on. Got a little worried there holding just pair of threes, 5 kicker.
I think he's going to take it down.
Can't call this off for your whole stack. Nope. Goodbye.
CJ's
not coming by, so very, very aggressive by the Meech man.
Very aggressive.
But that's going to be good
Look
enough.
at that. Meech says, I won't take it any longer. I'm going to take down a pot. And he's going to get a lot of chips his way. As I mentioned, Mike the Mouth Mattisau coming in June 9th through the 12th. He'll play on both the Wednesday night and the Saturday stream, and he'll also be here on Thursday and Friday at least a couple hours to have a meet-up games. He's got a bad back, so he has already let us know that. You know, he may not be here all day on Thursday and Friday, but he will make his appearance, so fans can come take a picture with him, talk with him. You know, he's been around poker for a lot of years, a number of World Series of Poker bracelets. Of course, everybody knows the antics sometimes he had on the in great key moments of the poker history. And, you know, he's a big name in poker. We're glad to have him.
Slot Machine Masker asking about the best commentator. I mean, that's for you to decide. I like what's my call? Who's my guy?
Nick Schulman?
Yeah, I like Schulman.
Yeah,
the best.
Schulman's good. He's my favorite.
I like Schulman the best.
I do too. Tony, thanks for the super chat.
Zeta Man coming in strong. We appreciate it. It was good seeing you as well. Lodge Run Good Coin continues.
Yeah, Schulman just, it seems like everything he says just is explained in a way that just makes a lot of sense, you know, and it's just very well done. Of course, you know, look, we have a different style than most. We always say, listen to and watch our show at least a couple times before you make your final opinion about us. I think if you just watch us once, you may say, who are these clowns? Mm-hmm. But I think if you watch us 3 times, you'll understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to have some fun with the game of poker and not just be all about ranges and post-flop percentages. We like to have a little fun. Speaking of fun, 30 minutes from Joke of the Day. 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't. Everybody knows the rules. There's the bet, $15. Over to Thunderstruck. Big winner tonight so far. I'm telling you, it's because of the red. I told her, wear red like Tiger Woods used to do on Sundays. The Charge by Tiger Woods.
That was always pretty cool to see.
Yeah, we'll get the coin, Michael, on the website. It's not currently on there. Go to the bottom of the screen, look for Skull Mike. If you want a coin, email him. We'll send one out to you.
Yep.
3310.
That's how we've been doing it currently. Just shoot me an email.
Trips for Thunderstruck. It's her night right now.
She's running hot. A late addition to the stream, and she's going to be thanking me for putting her in the hot seat.
Yes, we are clowns, Stephen Reisman. Yeah, I don't know about talking over Allie. You know, it's just in my opinion. If I had a Hall of Fame
Ali and Shulman
announcer,
they're a squad, so they come together like you and I, Rick.
Yeah, they're a squad. I'd love to meet them someday. Love to send them a highlight clip of you and me and say, hey, we're trying out here. We're not the pros. but we're trying our best.
$8.50. We're winding down the first period. Again, overtime light count 400, folks. Okay, if you want extra poker this evening, you got to do your part before we do ours. I have a busy day tomorrow, so I'm not going to do extra poker for no reason. You guys have to earn it.
Yeah, John G. TheLodgeLive.com is at least what I was able to enter in. That's the website, TheLodgeLive.com. $10 straddle, I believe, by our friend Mitch from the Northeast. Over to Big Meech in that gorgeous sweater. I don't know if I could pull that off, the King of Hearts.
I don't think so, Rick.
Big Meech can.
Yeah.
He said he was a triple X. I said, I think you could fit into a double X. He said, no, triple X. 25, coming around. Back over to Dylan. He'll call. And Mitch will say, I'll come along. Mitch is Anthony's friend, supervisor here at the lodge. Said, hey, Skull Mike, Rick, do you have an opening for my friend who's in town? We made it happen. We can do that. Jack 7 deuce. Pair of jacks for Gmo. Couple spades on the board. Nobody has a spade except for Big Meech. So he's the only one with a flush possibility. Dillybag, we'll have him eventually. Thought he was coming, but he had another obligation. So we'll get Brad Owen here at some point.
Gmo and Big Meech, the 7 versus the 8, right next door to each other.
Now another spade and a straight flush draw for Big Meech.
Picks up more equity, but still behind the top two now of Gmo. Jacks and 10s. Meech going for a little bit of a blocker bet, 25, but Gmo's not going to fall for that. He'll be raising this up, charging these draws probably about 150, I imagine he goes with. Let's see. 135. So it's going to cost you a little extra, Meech, if you want to continue. I don't think Meech will be folding. He's going to at least see one more, try and suck out on this river. Any spade will do it. Or an 8, or a 7. So he does have outs. That is not one of them. So Gmo has this one locked up. Let's see if Meech tries to bluff at this one or does not. Goes check, check, and the 2 pair of Gmo will be good enough to win a pot of 546. Never easy against Big Meech. He's going to make you sweat it out until the very end, but 2 pairs strong enough to hold and win a nice pot.
Yeah, these trolls who keep doing that, we're going to hire somebody just so when that happens to put them in timeout. As soon as you put it up, we'll put you in timeout. So we've got all night Slick Rick and Skull Mike here on another episode of Poker Night at the Lodge. We are excited to be here. We are so thankful. We're over 7,400 subscribers coming into the bunker tonight. 7,400 plus subscribers. We've sailed past 6,000. Last Wednesday at this time, we said we were at 5,900. Can you imagine that? 1,500 subscribers in 1 week. We thank you, and most especially you. Alex with his Gretzky. Wayne Gretzky makes it 25. Over to Big Meech. King 7 will fold. Big Meech with the fold. Over to Thunderstruck with her ace-5. High pitch. Likes every hand, but this time she has pocket 7s. This might get ugly. Pocket 9s versus pocket 7s has a chance to get ugly. CJ comes in with his diamond draw. He says, finally, I'm going to play a hand. Otherwise, I might never come back to the stream. 8-10-4, Rainbow. Floyd White just subscribed. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that, Floyd.
Alex from Pasadena by way of Anchorage with his pocket 9s. Bets even though there's a 10 out there. Continues the story.
I'm trying to see where he's at. High pitch going for a A raise here on the button. Interesting raise.
Ooh, she's going to take it down. Good play, high pitch. Very nice. Yeah, once we get, folks, if we get to 12,000, when we get to 12,500, guess what happens? Skull Mike and Slick Rick going to Vegas, going to pick out a bar, maybe a bar near the Strip. I don't know.
Leave it up to me, Rick.
And we're going to go to a bar, meet whoever wants to come. I'm buying the first round. Come on over, meet Skull Mike, Slick Rick.
For all 30,000 people?
We may have a limit on fire code, and then we'll all go over and play some poker. How does that sound? 12,500, that's the key number.
Can they slow roll you? Slow rolls allowed?
Slow rolls allowed.
Slow rolls allowed.
Only because it's a special occasion.
Special night. Slow rolls allowed.
And we'll have some fun. So that's 12,500. We're about 5,000 away. So maybe a couple months, maybe less. Hopefully less.
1974 asking about the player in the 1 seat. Who is she? She's the player in the 1 seat. That's who she is, a.k.a. High Pitch. She's been on one of our previous lady streams. Lives a little bit north of the club. Been messaging me, says, Mikey, you got to get me in this game. I want a shot on Wednesday under the lights. I said, okay, you got it, kid.
985, 2 pair for Big Meech. How does the dealer organize his tray? It's a little different on the stream than it is, but usually it's your tip trips to your right and your blues on the left. They usually carry 60 in blues here at the lodge, and they carry about 140 in tip chips on the right side of the tray. So that's how the dealer's tray is organized. 2 pair for Big Meech. 98. 160 is the bet to raise after CJ called the 40, and High Pitch will come along. High Pitch looking for a 10 ball. 3 10s remaining in the deck. That's not one of them.
She probably thinks her queen or a jack might be good as well, or she might have stories and dreams of repping clubs here. But Meech holding 2 pair is going to be a hard man to bluff off. And he's reaching for another bet here on the turn. Let's see what he comes with.
Ooh, look at High Pitch. Going to go all in.
Snap all in. So definitely repping clubs here. And Meech doesn't like it. I think both of these players from the same city. I think they both live in Killeen. So maybe they do have a history of. Meech didn't come here to fold, though, and be punked. So, again, Meech a very hard man to bluff because you know how high his VPIP is and how much he likes to be active. And he's already put in 120 here. But High Pitch looking very confident, calm, cool, and collected with just queen high. Makes the call, so she's in trouble.
Wow.
Big trouble.
So now on their backs, folks, on their backs here at the lodge for a cash game on the stream table.
Yeah, but now the queen and the jack are in play to counterfeit the 2 pair of Meech. So she needs queen jack or a 10. Does have outs. Looks like they're going to run it 1 time.
7 outs after you account for the cards already lost.
Good call there by Big Meech. Way ahead here. High Pitch is going to need help.
There's the first.
Running it twice, so that one's locked up for Meech. Full house, 9's full.
And that's going to be
that one's going to be nice hand, Mr. Meech.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
And I'm not sure where High Pitch is going. Looks to be reaching in the pocket.
Well, she's going somewhere. She left her tip chips, so she's coming back.
She left the tip chips, and I think.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Be coming back with some more dough, I hope. Little birdie that tells me that she will be coming back.
We're hearing that the Skyfall Lounge
Been
at
there.
the top of the Mandalay Bay.
It's nice.
That might be a good. That sounds like a $21 cocktail, though.
Oh,
I want a more like a
cheap.
$10 cocktail.
Okay. Little cheap, Ricky. I thought maybe we get Leibowitz if he's out there. I'm sure Leibowitz would cover part of the bill.
Give us his credit card?
Yep, cuts a company. It's going to be a business expense, Going out there on the company card.
12,500 isn't as far away as we think it is.
Yep, Leibowitz better start getting prepared now. Shout out to the old security guard here at the bunker. currently do not have a security guard at the bunker doors. All the securities here is at the front gate of the lodge and at the cage, but the bunker, it's just Rick and I down here, 39.3 feet below on a wet and a soggy week here in Round Rock.
Yes, it's actually the Delano. Yeah, thank you, Wondrous. We'll think about it. When I'm out in Vegas, maybe I'll scout some venues out when I'm out in June.
If he's out there listening, I got to give our buddy, your hero and our pal, Chatsville, Mr. Fat James, a happy birthday.
It's Naked James. Fat James is just so tough to say.
Fat James, Naked James, all the same thing. Naked James, happy birthday. Let's see what we got. Ace, Queen, 4, 2 hearts. So another great flop for Thunderstruck. She's having a dandy old time there in the 9 seed. Top pair, nut hearts. Nobody with much of anything here, though, so I'm not sure where the action is. I think it's on Thunderstruck deciding what to bet. It is, and she's coming with a pot size here. It's going to be too high. Don't think, well, Meech, you know, Meech is always willing to gut shot NA Dream, so Meech will tag along. Lord help us if the King of Hearts peels.
There's the 4 of spades.
Looks like the King of Hearts is already dead. So only 3 hearts, 3 kings remain.
Thunderstruck. Just feeling it tonight. I don't think she's lost a hand yet, Mikey. Yeah, we may ask for some help as it gets closer. We may ask for some help from one of our Vegas members of Chatsville to help us out with a location. We'll find a place, folks. Rest assured. We'll have some fun. Say hello to everybody if you can make it out there when we're out there. VPIP, Big Meech sitting at 73%, sitting at the all-time record, on pace. The Roger Maris, Mickey Mantle, on pace for an all-time record of VPIP.
Home run watch.
Thunderstruck. Look at Thunderstruck, 52%. CJ, how is CJ 43%? He's only played 2 hands.
High Pitch has a high VPIP too, but she's currently been felted, so her stats are not live. But that VPIP has been high. She's been active, repping every single hand on the turns and rivers. We might have double OT watch in the hockey game here, Ricky.
Oh
and if you want OT in Pokerville, we need 400 likes, people, to get us there for overtime tonight from the bunker.
Did we have the 10:30 still? The 10:30?
Yeah, we still have it. Everybody knows what the cutoff time is.
Cutoff time's 10:30. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that, Rick. You know, you don't have to drop it all the time.
Gmo 3-bet to 40, it looks like. Gmo from Pennsylvania, near Philly, they say. He and a friend drove down here, Mikey. That's dedication. That's a long drive, 1,700 miles probably.
I told you they're coming from far and wide to be a part of the program, Ricky. Did not want to fly, wanted to make it a road trip, come on down, play poker along the way, and they have reached their destination here. Getting rewarded with Big Slick, but going multi-way to a flop. 4-way here, but top pair, ace 9, 8. Ace king still in the lead.
John Jesus, Thunderstruck is my kind of woman. We're going to have to let Thunderstruck know that. She's got fans in Chatsville. Here comes the big bet. 85. Thunderstruck will bow out.
Meech open-ended here, so he's not going to be folding to 85. And also CJ has top pair, a pair of aces. Meech's going to double check. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, that's indeed. That is open-ended. And for 85 bucks, Big Meech lasts at $85 when he's open-ended, so he makes the call. 3-way. Pot brewing here. Jack of spades, so changes nothing. Ace king still in the lead. Meech has checked it over. Action on Gmo.
Mark, they rub the cards for a reason because they're RFID cards. We need them to rub them. That's how we read the cards. That's how we know what they have. So, yes, they do rub their cards every time before they look at them.
$155. And CJ basically committing his entire stack. Only has, 172 behind. I don't really love just flatting here. If you're going to commit yourself, it's open-ended now with the 10, but I would just stick it in. If you're calling the 155, you might as well stick it in and, try and eliminate Big Meech to You know, he's chasing here to try and draw out against you, obviously. Could even be on hearts. So if I'm CJ, I'm just ripping it all in here, but he just selects the flat. And now Meech getting a good price to continue. And he makes the call, so we're going to be three-way to a river here. So
a lot of chips.
A couple possibilities, but Gmo in good shape here.
Ooh.
Now has top two. Gmo's been betting the whole way. Like to see him bet. I think he just checked it right now. He's eyeing his opponent's stacks. He's been betting the whole way. Continue to tell the story. You got stronger here. I don't think you got to be really worried about Queen 10. Good on him for going for some more river value. 250 will probably get the remainder of CJ's chips. This pot's too big now to be folding. I mean, CJ doesn't love it and he's behind, but you are holding top pair and you only have about $1.70 in front of you, and the pot you see over 1K. You just got to stick it in and pray, but you will be losing all your chips. Makes the call. So CJ is going to be felted here, and Meech is not going to continue after CJ makes the call, and we're going to shift the seats to the 8th seat. There it goes.
Yeah, we got a good comment about first time here. Daniel Brown says, first time here, great content. Nice to watch a relatable poker game. Looking forward to more. That's what, look, that's our exact point. This game, probably 95% of the people in Chatsville play in this type of game, and this is what they relate to. And maybe they can catch some things that they can use.
Yeah, some tips, some pointers, some entertainment. And if you also like some higher stakes poker games, we play a pretty high game on Saturday. It plays like, a 25, 50. The game's uncapped. You want to come down here, sit with 100K. That's allowed. But tonight it's a $1,000 cap.
I'm with you. And that's one of the things what makes Skull Mike and myself a great team, and is that he does play the higher game. I play more in line with this game. So I like to watch things, and I think it's so many people out there are more relatable to a game like this. But we'll bring them both to you. That's what makes this stream a little bit different. We are going to bring you a game like this that you can relate to.
I got no plans of changing this one through $1,000 cap.
I love it.
It's been very popular around the country. It's been very popular in the room. And it's been popular for our loyal fans here. So everybody seems to like it. And we're going to power on. Not willing to really change much right now. Everything's been working for us, Ricky. So we're just going to keep on powering through and enjoy the poker tonight. And a very nice hand by our visitor there in the 8th seat. Bet the entire way, got rewarded. And, the run good sweatshirt. Run good T-shirt.
Yes, and coin.
Got it all. He's building up a nice stack. Our visitors here are going to love the lodge. They're going to go back to Alaska, go back to California, go back to Pennsylvania, and be like, wow, I went down to the lodge and I showed those Texas folks what my game's all about. Then you never know. Next week we might have another second batch, a second wave of Alaska people.
221 likes at 9:05. We got another hour and 25 minutes to get 179 more. King 9-5. Overtime is 400. You get there, you earn it. We provide the overtime. If you get to 400 likes tonight by 10:30, here comes the bet from High Pitch, 30 with Queen 10. Got a gut shot available to her. Big Meat's going to come along with his gut shot.
Salami's asking about Wes Cutshall. We're not unsure at the moment. He's just kind of recently returned to live poker. I know he lives out in the Houston area, so time will tell, but nothing currently on the schedule.
6 of hearts. Yeah, I agree with Nakia. The chat is the huge part of this stream. Make no mistake about it. The 7 of spades on the river, and High Pitch is going to win this hand. The chat is our third commentator. We say it all the time. We interact with our chat, I think, more than anybody else. I don't know. I don't care. But we interact a lot with y'all, and y'all are part of this show.
Got a little story developing here. Meech and High Pitch going after each other one more time. I have a strong feeling that this will not be the last hand that these two butt heads in. So buckle up if you're watching at home. Might need a seatbelt there if you're watching on the couch, because there's turbulence coming between these two.
Jakey Stein in the house. How you doing, Jakey? aggression frequency. You see high pitch. High pitch has come to play.
Yeah, these two competitors here. High pitch Meach going after it. VPIP high from high pitch. Do you know VPIP high from Big Meach? New people always take a little bit to warm up, but they've been pretty active as well. I like to see Zach get involved in a couple hands here. Let's do a quick little like count here. Let me take a peek where we're at.
221 earlier. Maybe 2. We'll have to do a 1, 2, 3 like.
237.
All right, getting up there. 163 away from overtime. Mitch folds.
Still got over an hour for the cutoff time. Joke of the night approaching here rapidly in about 10 minutes.
Yeah. It looks like he's reaching for some chips. Is Zach. Zach will make it 45. Actually, yeah, he said 45. There you go, 45. Big Meach comes along. Joe S. sounds like he's going in for some sort of procedure. Good luck, Joe S. Our thoughts are with you tomorrow, I guess. Did not know that.
What are you talking about? Are you serious?
Yeah, something about his feet. I don't know.
What?
We'll have to find out. Joe S., the great poker room manager here at the lodge. Husband of Nakia, famous poker star. 69% VPIP, princess of VPIP. Back over to Gmo.
Gmo with the primo. I like that one, Jeff. Strong. Well done, Jeff.
Gmo 4-bet it to 160. Big Meach comes along. Looks like we're going to finally get to a flop 3 ways with 513 in the pot. Ace, Jack, Deuce, Rainbow. Pair of aces for Gmo. He smashed that flop. Check to the turn. There's the 9 of hearts. Now we got a straight draw for Big Meach. He can hit a 10 ball. Meach makes it 60. I don't think Gmo's going anywhere.
He's racing. And he's got the best hand, so good on Gmo here for recognizing it, making it a little bit more expensive for his opponents to keep chasing. That's going to do it for Zach. And Big Meach with a snap call. With just 8 high here, searching for a 10 and a 10 only. One of them is dead, so he's got 3 outs as we see here.
Wow.
Snap call.
Aaron's going to give us a river. Looking for a 10 ball. Doesn't come. Ooh, 6. Somebody had a pair of 6s there.
Yeah.
I think it was Zach.
It was.
He would have had a Seti Maggette on the river.
He does not appreciate that race from Gmo. But that's why you raise it up there on the turn, to get your opponents to fold their cards so that where they could have sucked out on you. Now it's 300 to go, so Meach's not going to win this hand unless he goes out of line here. We're really, really crazy in Ribs. He's thinking about it, hasn't folded yet, but I think he's going to think better of it and try and pick a different spot. But
Big Meach
oh boy, oh boy,
thinking about it. Nakia, that's fine. You can use that. It's yours if you want it. Princess of VPIP. You're glad. I won't trademark it. It's yours if you want it. Because I'm that kind of guy. Tip chips go to Aaron. There's your cumulative winnings. Gmo up 1,700. Pretty respectable. That's Blue Man Group Joe numbers.
Yeah, that's pretty nice on the 1-3 stream here tonight.
Very
so
nice.
That pays for your gas money and then some.
What is JJ, Mark, from CT. Any poker commentator should be required to listen to JJ. Have no clue what JJ is. I'm sure you'll tell us.
Yeah, there's a kitchen in the bunker, of course. But you need to know the password to get into the kitchen.
Yeah. It's hard to get to the bunker. We had a player. Actually, we brought a player in tonight. Gave him the tour because he drove. Actually, he's from Anchorage, now from California.
Needed to try on some merch.
T-Rex with the super chat. To the best live poker stream and the best commentators. Hope to be on a live stream game soon. T-Rex.
Appreciate that, T-Rex. Shoot me an email, buddy.
You let
me know when you're where you're coming from, when you plan to be here, and we'll make that dream come true.
Okay, JJ De La Garza. Okay. Queen six deuce. We don't try to be anybody. We don't copy anybody. Some people think we do, but we don't. We try to be our own self. Only the lead sled dog sees a change of scenery. There's the bet. Big Meech. Next hand. After the next hand, we'll have joke of the night. One if you like it.
Hand.
Two if you don't. Everybody knows the rules. Absolutely. The mayor gives great advice. Dedication, determination, discipline, and dreams.
CJ and High Pitch throwing the party. Both down 4 digits. Gmo says, I love the lodge. I should have been playing here my entire life, but that's pretty hard to do when you live in Pennsylvania.
Absolutely.
Thunderstruck, she's familiar with the bunker. She pays part-time rent down here in the bunker, Thunderstruck, and she's out there up some heaps right now, 700 plus, good for her.
Yeah, Thunderstruck knows about the bunker. She does have a little corner office in the bunker.
Now they're talking about what Gmo, I think Gmo was asking about what's the money on the button mean. As you know, the players are starting to stack up tip chips on the button. So if the player on the button wins the hand, it's just a little added bonus for the dealer. So let's jump. Gmo's not going to do it.
After this hand, joke of the night, turn your volume down if you don't want to hear it. But if you do want to hear it, 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't. Everybody knows the rules. Joke of the night coming after this hand.
James Stewart not happy with CJ's performance. Looks like he's taking a little walk. If CJ gets felted, I might have to go out there and mix it up. Time will tell. Little birdie told me that it's still a full game, though. So
253. Likes. Still way behind. 35 is the bet. Back over to High Pitch with 9-3 suited. Not much there. She's going to fold, I would imagine.
No, she's played with weaker holdings, but she's been touched up once. So once you've been touched up once, you know, you might only have 2 bulls to play with, so you don't want to be felted again middle of the second period. And the floor is yours, Rick.
All right. 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't. Everybody knows the rules. Here's the joke of the night. Harriet and Mildred, both 85 years old, at a nursing home, decide they want to go out and smoke a cigarette and have a glass of wine on the patio. It starts to rain. Harriet pulls out a condom from her pocket and opens it up and wraps it around the cigarette. Mildred can't believe it. She said, "What are you doing with that condom?" She goes, "Well, it's raining out. I don't want my cigarette to get wet, so I'm going to put it around there." She goes, "Where do you get those?" "Well, at the pharmacy." Next day, Mildred hobbles into the pharmacy, says, "I'd like a box of condoms." The man behind the counter is a little embarrassed. She's 86 years old. He goes, "Well, what size and what brand do you want?" She goes, "Sonny, I don't care what size. They just need to fit a camel." There you go. 1 if you like it, 2 if you don't. Everybody knows the rules. Here we go. Let's see what I got. That joke was sponsored by a very friend of the program.
To 1.4.
I don't hear crickets, Mikey. Where's the crickets?
I gave it a little chuckle.
You did laugh at that one.
I don't really like to visualize, 86-year-old women, getting it in, going after it.
It just needs to fit a camel. There you go. I always love that.
Oh man.
Norm Macdonald skit. A lot of ones, a lot of twos. Norm Macdonald talking about the Joe Camel character and how much it looks like.
You know what? I'm the official scorer here.
Look at the ones. Ones coming from everywhere, all around the world. The real salami, laughing out loud, rolling on the floor.
It's a double.
Look at the ones, Mikey.
It's a double off the wall.
It was Green Monster.
It was close. It was a close play at second, though, but he's safe. Double off the wall. Congratulations.
All right.
1.2. Yep. I like the 1.5 coming in. 1.2.
Yes, Joe S. The skull did chuckle. He's done that 4 times in my life. I can count him on one hand how many times he's actually chuckled. One time he actually had a belly laugh, a severe belly laugh.
And we got a wrist laugh, though.
It was the joke about the ham sandwich. Everybody knows that one. That's what started it all.
I don't like those soft jokes, Rick. I want you to come strong.
There's the wheel for Gmo.
Press that line where it just gets awkward and dangerous. I want to be right along that line.
One from Sydney, Australia.
Do us a favor, folks. 400 is the like total for overtime. So let's get to overtime, have more fun here on the broadcast. And if you're watching for the first time, subscribe to the channel. Don't miss out on any future joke of the nights. It comes every time at 9:15.
Yep.
And 10:30 is the damn cutoff time for overtime.
Cutoff time's 10:30. Everybody knows that.
I never know what will work. Sometimes I feel like a joke is going to slay, and it doesn't. Then, like today, I was worrying at lunch today. I'm thinking, what's it going to be tonight? I just don't know, and it slays. I'm back again.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Gmo just killing it tonight. High pitch now throwing the party. Big Meech making a comeback. He was down over $1,000. Now he's down only $460.
Yeah, the small cocks joke was pretty good, too. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
They've been better. First couple months. Oh, boy. Thought we had crickets all over the bunker, but it's not really cricket season anymore, Ricky. I don't see any crickets around this bunker. We're starting to class up the joint,
Hey.
Got the exterminator in. I think we had Leibowitz's third cousin, the exterminator, come down here and spray. No more crickets.
Ku Yang says, watching from New Braunfels. Let's go. Gives us a super chat of $5. Thank you.
New Braunfels is close enough, Q. You got to get up here.
Yes.
Get in the mix, my man.
Dillybag watching from Brisbane, Australia. Deset Media Productions is from Australia.
Spreading the word.
Ace Queen on the flop.
Nobody holding an ace here. Gmo still in the lead with a pair of 10s, but multi-way with 2 aces and a queen. Can't really feel too confident as it checks around. Not even another overcard to the 10s. This time Dylan has it, so 2 pair aces and kings for Dylan. Also the diamond draw, but he's still not willing to bet this pot. Gmo says if nobody wants it, I'm going to go after it.
T. Paul Smith liked the one, hey, Ma, you still up? That was a popular one.
Yeah, that one was good, too.
At some point, I'm going to do a best
I think we just
series.
Named all 4 jokes that I like.
No.
I thought Dave did a good job. One of the highlight videos. You said the best ever of Rick's jokes. Yeah. He built it up really, really nicely.
And it was one joke?
And it was one joke. Yeah.
No, I think I might do a best of one night. Maybe a series of the best ever.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
JFF Manning says CJ looks like Pedro Pascal from Narcos.
Does a little bit. I missed those Narcos.
Kind of looks like a poor man Antonio Sfondiari, too.
Thunderstruck going for it here. 3 pair, but we really know she only has 2 pair. Trying to get Dylan off the chop, but Dylan's going to make the call, and we're going to have our first chop pot of the night.
Dylan and Thunderstruck gonna chop. Don't you think CJ could be Antonio Sfondiari's little brother? I think so. Got a little of that in him, too.
Just needs to get some sandals on or put his bare feet on the felt. Maybe sit Indian style one time. But I got to give Esfandiari credit for the steamer line, of course, and of course his great skills at poker. But we got a steamer.
Yeah.
A little bit steamy.
Boy, it would be nice to get him on the show. We're hoping. Build a relationship with Mikey the Mouth, who has a Rolodex filled with all the famous people in poker.
You better go to work on that flight, Rick.
Yeah.
No snoozing. Always just plant the seeds. Give a little meat for that lead sled dog. Keep him hungry.
Hey, we're working it. We're working it for our Chatsville community. 600 in the live chat right now. Thank you. Corey Tachetti says you really brought it tonight. Heck of a joke. Thank you. Big Meech looked down at 10-6. Will fold. Over to Gmo with ace-5 offsuit. Makes it 15. Thunderstruck with ace-6. Will come along. High pitch. And Dylan on the button will fold. Back to the blinds. CJ can't find a hand to play. And the big blind will fold.
Jake Stein coming in strong. Appreciate the $9.99. Cameron and Luke, you're watching. Uncle Mike says hello.
CJ also says, Slick Rick, you can come get stacked anytime you like. I like it.
They're going to start paying for your Uber over there. Cameron's going to unload the piggy bank and save you a seat, Rick. Queen of Hearts on the turn.
Fun time over at the Stein household. A lot going on over there. A lot of activity, let's just put it that way.
It's funny how you start recognizing all the other activity when you start losing all your chips. When you're stacking chips and you're in the zone on the felt, you don't really care about the noise in the house, Rick. Pro tip. 55 from Thunderstruck, just ace high, but gets Gmo off of it. So the 8 and the 9 playing very well tonight over here. All the chips starting to stack high right there on the 8 and the 9 seat.
I really like the way that Thunderstruck is playing. Look at the chip count. That's what people have in front of them. This is a 1,000 cap game, so it doesn't take much to say Gmo's up 1,700. Thunderstruck up. I don't know what Thunderstruck bought in for. I think 1,000. Look at that merch in the foreground there. Hoodies, T-shirts, caps, and coins.
They've been very, very popular. I go to the post office every week personally, mailing out this merch. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, a lot of good reviews on how comfortable it is, the looks, the fitting. So shoot me an email, message me on the Instagram, Skull Mike Poker, if you want to get yours.
Michael B says Rick does his best work on 8 tracks. That's right. Jeff Nietzsche with a $5 super chat. Can we get Slick Rick mixtape on greatest jokes to go with the merch? Hey, that might be another idea. Slick Rick, Skull Mike, in the bunker. Another night of fun. About halfway through our live stream, coming up on the 9:30 hour. Yeah, players can have phones at the table. We are on a 30-minute delay, so they can't, they can watch the stream. We have the stream on, actually, on multiple TVs in the room, the large card room here at the lodge. So they can see the stream. They just see it 30 minutes later, just like you are. 885. Trips for Gmo with the ace kicker.
Continuing to stay hot over there, setting the trap, checking it. Would have liked to fire out a bet here to charge these spades, but Thunderstruck's going to bet her draw. So here we go. We've been waiting this for a while. The two biggest stacks, the 8 versus the 9, they're the ones with the hands. But Dylan's starting to get tilted. It's been pretty quiet over there. Hasn't really had much to work with. But the 8 versus the 9, trip 8s versus the flush draw. I'd like to see a check raise here to start building up a pot with the second biggest stack. Don't let them see a cheap one here. You really have a stranglehold on this hand, and he's going to go for the check raise. So I like what Gmo is doing this entire evening here. It looks pretty calm, cool, collected. Looks like a player playing well and pressing all the right buttons here.
200.
Says you want to chase that draw. It's going to cost you a little extra, Thunderstruck. 130 to go.
Does have the flush draw, but.
And, you know, we saw Thunderstruck early on in the broadcast, you know, hit her straight and kind of be reluctant to raise, or even if we weren't quite sure if she was going to be calling or folding. So Gmo might be recognizing here that his opponent is could be a little gun shy on these larger pots, unless it's the Stone Cold Nutter Butters. And 9 high spades here, not really that great. She's taking her time to see if she wants to continue. But for at least $130, I think she's going to peel one more and see what transpires on the turn. But if she misses,
Thunderstruck.
I don't see her calling a second bet on the turn if there's no spade.
No, she's going to make this call. She dying to peel. Dying to peel, looking for a non-board pairing spade or the ace.
In the blender here on the flop.
Didn't hear that. She calls. Thunderstruck.
So here we go, 500 in the skillet. Gmo looking cool. Thunderstruck looking a little worried. She needs a black card, needs a spade. Will it come?
There's the
not.
boat.
So now
for Gmo.
Let's see. Gmo wants to get really, really cheeky. Perhaps give a free card. Does. So the trap has been set. And let's see if Thunderstruck, no, she will not fall for it. Goes check, check. No spade.
Thank goodness.
But now 2 pair.
Easy to get away from Thunderstruck.
Gmo trying to think about what's the best way to proceed here on the river. Maybe something pretty small. He already made it 200 there. Now he's going to maybe go pot sideways, go 325.
Yeah. See you later, Thunderstruck.
Yeah, she won't be coming here.
Michael B says, need an AC/DC soundbite for Thunderstruck. Yeah, that's a great AC/DC.
I mean, these drops get loaded well in advance, and we don't get the players' names till right before the show starts, so that's kind of hard to do on the fly, but still a good suggestion, but pretty impossible to do on the fly.
Nakia says we need a Legends of VPIP live stream.
It's been discussed.
Big Meech, TM, Boots, Naked James, and Nakia.
It's been in the works, Nakia.
The Legends of VPIP.
It's kind of difficult always, dealing with people's schedules.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to come on this date, that date. They want to change this time, that time. You got this person coming in from California.
Got to compliment Skull Mike and his game management. You are the general manager of the table, and you are putting players in position to succeed, and that's what a great GM does in pro sports, and that's what you're doing. You're putting them in position.
Just trying to be good for the lodge mainly, you know. Want to keep the lodge team satisfied. Want to keep our members satisfied. I always have a couple of seats for our loyal lodge members. But I believe strongly in that, getting new people in from out of state that's never been to the lodge is very good for the room. It gets people talking about the stream in different states, different countries, and it gives a little bit of a wild card aspect to the game. You never know what these players that we've never seen before are going to bring. It keeps it fresh. It keeps it lively. And I think that's the great recipe that we have. Of course, on our Saturday game, we have a couple more regulars. If you bring a high VPIP, you have a strong game. You have fun. You act like a professional, a gentleman, or a nice young lady. You're going to be invited back. So there's a little bit of a mixture that it takes to put together these games, and I just try and do my best each and every time.
And we do have a name. We mentioned that to start off the show. The name of the wheel is Clarence. We're just going to call it Clarence because his wheel name is Clarence. And we're just going to say Clarence, spin Clarence.
Yep. So get it now. We're not going to keep giving these hints later on. So when people ask, have you spun the wheel, we're not going to answer those questions. We're going to say, have you given Clarence a spin yet, will be the correct terminology.
And remember, that wheel is reserved for Saturday night only, until we determine otherwise. Always can change. Anything can change. King, Jack, 5, couple clubs, nobody with a club. Couple players with a king. High pitch with their kings. And what is this, triple overtime?
Double OT.
Double overtime for the Bruins and the Capitals. My Bruins, come on now. Game 3, very important. Going up 2-1 or down 1-2, it's vital. High pitch, 70% to win this, but it's 110 to call. Really got a chance for a straight with either a club or a spade, possibilities if it comes, but really she's in good shape here. There's no straight out there yet, but she folds. Wow. Over to CJ with his jacks.
I don't think she's really willing to risk it anymore unless she has it. I think she's kind of locking up that stack, already touched up on her second bullet, so I don't think High Pitch is going to be willing to mix it up unless she has the goods. And the Bruins have just scored there, Ricky.
Nice.
So
It's over.
congratulations.
Up 2-1. Go Bruins. Hey, and Chris Brenner said, didn't he go to Cranbrook? That's a private school.
Yes, he did. And his parents have a real good marriage.
His parents have a real good marriage. Oh, that 8 mile is a great. Congratulations, Boston Bruins, going up 2-1 over the Capitals in double
a little
overtime.
wraparound catching the goalie snoozing.
I love it.
So that's what that one was. As you know, we're going to change the big screen here in the bunker. We have approval from the mayor of Chatsville to double dip here in the bunker. We do have a 95-inch flat screen here in the bunker that takes up the entire wall. Do a little switch to Lakers Golden State. Watch a little LeBron Steph Curry on the side. We know you guys are doing it at home. We kind of double dip a little bit in the bunker as well. But CJ talking it over with Big Meech. Shows him one.
Big
says, show me one. He says, oh, I can't beat that.
Yeah.
He quickly folds.
Big Meech.
CJ getting a little free info there.
Did he show the King of Hearts? Because he's wearing the King of Hearts.
Yeah, he had to show it.
Cumulative winnings, Gmo up 1,900. Thunderstruck coming down a little bit. She's still up 573. Alex up 500. Dylan up 251. Everyone else is down. High pitch. And CJ now. CJ losing 1,300.
Look at Renee. Renee with a little needle in the chat. Did I see the game 2 last night? Of course I saw game 2.
Yeah, I was texting Skull Mike and he
Renee.
went silent last night. It's okay. They're 1-1, right? So
1-1. Game 3 tomorrow night, Ricky. Tune in. 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock Central.
The mayor asks, what size is the TV really?
Nick, you're going to have to just come and see it for yourself.
We've got your cot already.
It's like the bunker changes sizes each and every episode.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited to have Nick from Yuma, the mayor of Chatsville, coming to the lodge.
It's coming soon, guys. You know, we got people coming from Connecticut. You can just hop in, go for a spin, come on down, a little road trip. Make it a little road trip, Nick. But aces for Big Meech. Uh-oh.
It's not actually 95 inches. Oh, my goodness. It may or may not be 50 inches.
But if you put 2 of them together.
Yeah. So we got John Good in the box now. Say goodbye to Aaron. Aaron, great job, as always. John Good in the box. Man who had 5% of June in the big tournament last month. Actually, was it earlier this month?
Yeah.
Queen, Jack. Big Meech with the pocket aces.
Open-ended for Thunderstruck. Big Meech does have the ace of hearts, but he's a little bit worried about the 2 queens. Checks his aces. Probably feels a little bit more comfortable now. Will no longer be checking. No, he will. Checks it one more time. Checks around, so Meech playing a little bit passively. Got to go for a bet here. Zach has a 7. He's been relatively quiet. I don't think Meech is going to be raising. I think he's just going to snap call it. But I would have liked to see in a row. He does raise it. Min clicks it to 50. Interesting line by Meach, but nobody was really expecting to see that, but good enough to take it down. Johnny Good, first hand in the box, gives Meach the bullets. I saw John getting a little ripped online and sent the comments saying, why is there a 12-year-old kid in the box? No mask. The 12-year-old baby face is back. Trust me, he's of age, folks.
That's funny.
Don't have 12-year-olds dealing here at the lodge.
Andrew, yeah, we've gone over this. If you're new, we don't mic the players. The lodge is a happening place. We got games all around it. It gets a little bit too loud. So who knows? Maybe one day we will mic the players. But right now in the room full of tables.
Might need to raise the mics, though, for the Mattisau game.
Yeah, Mattisau could be fun.
The Mattisau game, we probably need to do a little something. Although that mouth can get a little annoying after some time.
I just want to hear one time. The kiddie game's down the street. I want to hear that one time.
Get Cheeky involved here. Got big balls, little balls. But on the show, we really call it marbles. Oh. I don't know if that one drops working or not.
Over to Thunderstruck. She's going to fold. Mitch will fold. Over to Alex. Will call.
Marbles drop, not working.
King, Queen, 5. Really, nobody hit anything. You got a gut shot for Dylan looking for a jack. There's the deuce of diamonds. Now a open-ended straight draw for high pitch. High pitch. It's going to call the 20. Dylan says, I can play. Could win with an ace. Certainly could win with a jack. 3 players. There's the jack, and there's the winner for Broadway, Dylan. Right in the gut. Got the nuts. Always nice to have the nuts on the river.
Needed that, but he's not going to get the action he's craving. He's been relatively patient and quiet, waiting for his time to strike. Gets there on the river, but Big Meat just with a pair of 3s. High pitch with 4 high. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. 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 Don't do it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no.
Yeah, we need that soundbite.
Oh, no.
I don't think she's going to do it.
Oh, no.
I think she's going to think twice.
Dylan's been so buttoned up. Good. He makes the fold. So high pitch, thinking about it, ends up making the correct decision when it got snapped off quicker than Rampage did.
I don't know about that. Alex Cook says, sorry I was driving during Joke of the Night, but it was a 1. Laughed my butt off. Thank you very much.
Don't drive off the road there, Alex. Sometimes, Rick might have to tell the best joke of all time, and we might start causing some accidents out there.
Don't want to do that. Yes, Clarence is reserved for Saturday, 5-5 uncapped.
Clarence is going to be at every Saturday game moving forward. So always save a seat at the dinner table for our main man, Clarence.
Shout out to Josh for making Clarence come to life. Always making improvements to it. Got some different gear for it. Over to Big Meach on the button. Look at all those tip chips on top of the button. If the person on the button wins a hand, all those tip chips on the button itself, they go to the dealer. Joe S. says, had to make a new TikTok for the lodge. You got to check it out. I can't wait. I'll do that tonight. After the show, it takes me about 2 hours to calm down, Mikey. So I'm pumped.
Got to be all those blue pills you're swallowing.
Maybe. Or the Coke Zero.
Man.
You're pumped after a show.
Always pumped. keep pumping.
594 in the live chat. Dylan will fold. Over to Mitch. Mitch hasn't gotten too many hands to play. Friend of Anthony.
Must be that shitty Red Sox jersey.
I love it. Meach comes along. So high pitch and Meach, round 17. There's the 8 of diamonds. So a boat for high pitch.
About time she's earned it.
She's
going to give her some action. Not looking too interested in the pot. Has her opponent betting into her 45.
How much can she extract?
I'd like to see just a flat here. Oh. Look at her.
She's talking.
No, Meach says you want to see one, and she says, maybe after the river. So they're telling a story here, talking to each other.
Now Meach thinks maybe I've got a chop here.
You got to. Would have liked to see the check here after all that talk on the turn from high pitch. Check it.
Meach just said we played a long time together.
So you know what I'm going to do. You got to check this over if you're high pitch. Check it over. Oh, God, no.
High pitch shows the boat. Oh, yes, she does. She shows the boat.
Would have liked to see the trap there, see if Meach would have done the dirty work for her. Instead, Meach can't do nothing.
Yes, JFF. He talks about the first place socks. I agree. Socks, first place. We're going. Listen, I'm going to Boston June 25th, I believe. July 25th.
Of course, I talk shit about the Sox.
Sunday, guess who plays at Fenway the day we land? The Yankees Sox.
There you go.
And now the Sox just announced they're allowing 100% people starting June 1st, I believe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Very nice.
So a full Fenway Park, life is getting back to normal, folks. Here comes the Rays. At least that's what I read. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. In the Boston area, is Fenway going to be full attendance here in the near future?
Got Susan in the chat. She's from the Philadelphia area, has been in town for about a week visiting her son, and she's going to be in the mix on Saturday, so welcome,
nice.
Susan.
Way to go, Susan.
Susan bought a bunch of merch as well the other day, so she bought a couple of sweatshirts, so you know she's going to have that run good on stream. If you guys are watching and you want to buy some sweatshirts, T-shirts, hats, or Lodge Coin, a.k.a. Rick Coin, shoot me an email, but our boy Mitch, who's been rather quiet, wakes up with the ladies.
Dylan.
Uh-oh.
Makes it 165 with Jack 10.
Dylan trying to squeeze all this dead money. But Mitch, also being patient, says, okay, you guys have been talking shit about the Red Sox for too long. It's time for me to make my stand here with the ladies. Gets it in. Not what Dylan wanted to see, but it's not that much more for Dylan to gamble a little bit, especially with a lot of dead money out there. So Dylan just might want to gamble and think that his cards are live, which in terms they are not. In trouble against the overpair, asking for a full count. Mitch gets those cards out like an ex-dealer. You know, he put them out there quick.
I think he might have been.
You know, he handles those chips nicely.
I think that's maybe Anthony's connection. If I'm not mistaken, they might have worked together in the casino industry.
And Dylan says, I got caught, fingers in the cookie jar. Queens versus Jack 10. Dylan's going to need some help. Hearts, 2 Jacks,
One time
10.
they say. They're just going to run it once. Here comes the flop. King.
1 heart, so backdoor heart, maybe a little straight possibilities. That's not going to help.
It's
not
locked
the card.
up.
That's it, drawing dead.
Kings and queens. Mitch will win a nice big one, $950 pot. So, yes, I guess May 27th or 29th, the Sox will allow 100% people. That's a good sign, because if it's happening in Boston, that's a good sign for everybody.
Yep, so he currently is a dealer in C3, so you could spot a dealer when you see one. If you're on the felt as much as I am, and you know that put those chips out too nicely.
Anthony in the chat. Good to see Anthony in the chat. He's been a lurker. He's just been waiting for his chance.
Didn't know Anthony knew how to write, so I'm glad that he's participating for once.
Shout out to Anthony. One of the few people.
321 likes, Ricky. So cutoff time approaching. We need 400 likes.
Yeah.
One of the few people that what? I'm sorry.
Anthony, one of the few people who helped create what we now know as deep stack tournaments. He was working the Phoenician. 3 people in his department. They were charged to come up with a different way to play tournaments. Prior to that, you bought into a World Series of Poker event for $1,500 event. You got 1,500 chips, Mikey. That's how it was back in the day.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but you got whatever the buy-in was, that's how many chips you got for a big tournament. Anthony played a big role in changing the way tournaments are played. So congratulations, Anthony. There won't be any plaque for you in Vegas or anything, but we'll remember you. Ace Jack 8.
Ooh, Seti
Rainbow.
Spaghetti for CJ.
Seti. Trace Hermanos. He's got the boat now.
Checks it. Dylan does not look any too interested or pleased, but oh. Coming along here with 10-8, so 2 pair. Ooh, that might get him paid. Not really the card that CJ wanted to see. Just going for 25. There you go. Nobody was expecting that. Not really a great run out for action, but
yeah.
Little value town, little 25 quarter chip for CJ. Takes it down with a smile.
Any of our Boston peeps in the chat, if you have any connections to tickets to the Boston Red Sox, email Skull Mike so he can forward it to me. I want to get in touch with you.
Not too worried about the Bruins winning. I'm a Yankee fan, so obviously I'm going to talk shit on the Red Sox, and I'm also an Islander fan. And they're not playing the Bruins currently, so you know what? I'm happy for Ricky that the Bruins took down the Caps. Nice job, Ricky. But if you see us in the next round, there's going to be problems.
Ooh, that would be fun. Oh, this is... We might have to bet a couple sandwiches on that. Speaking of which, you owe me a sandwich.
What?
I bought the last round. Remember, I said I'll buy this round. You never paid me back.
When we go, next time we walk in there. I didn't lose a bet.
I know.
And so next time we go in there.
The bet.
Jeez, thought I did not pay one of the debt.
No, you did.
Throw my name under the bus like that, Rick. What we got here going? What we got cooking here? 73 bet from Zach. He's tired of being quiet and unappreciated here. He says, I came all this way to play on stream. 6-5 of clubs. Good enough. Let's get with it. 3 bet to 70. A lot of playability. Post flop. Late middle position. High pitch, not willing to come along with the Jack 10 of diamonds on the button. I thought that'd be a hand for her. Dylan with the 10s will make the call, so Zach getting a little respect. He's been relatively quiet. Everybody kind of treading lightly. I'm going to go heads up. It looks like 10s versus 6-5 of clubs.
Zach playing those suited connectors that people love so much. Made popular in Super System, Doyle Brunson. Pair of 10s, 2 pair of 10s and 8s for Dylan.
Dylan snap checks. Zach continuing to tell the story here.
Oh, Michael B says, Rick, you're safe. Islanders haven't won anything since Michael Jackson did his first moonwalk. Mikey, you going to take that?
I mean,
Deuce of Hearts.
Eastern Conference Finals last year. Been to the playoffs consistently the past couple of years. Not too worried about that. 6 wins away from the Stanley Cup last year. If that's nothing, then I don't know what I'm watching.
I got to hand it to them. When I was in high school and earlier, Islanders won
Dynasty.
Like 5 in a row or something.
5 finals in a row, 4 championships in a row.
Messier and
no, Messier's on the Rangers. Messier was on the Edmonton Oilers with Gretzky.
Who was
Bossier,
Trottier. I knew the A's.
Come on, Goring, Potvin, Billy Smith, come on.
Well, you were a fan, but you weren't even alive.
That's right, fan from the womb.
That's right, Bossier. Okay.
Bossy and Trottier. Mike Bossy. Brian Trottier.
Poker RP says, anybody get the joke? Well, 49 people gave it a 1, so somebody got the joke.
Are you kidding me?
Maybe more.
Maybe you said.
On to the next one.
They need to start making cigarettes names after elephants.
Oh, you're in. I'll put you in. Don't worry. Yeah, you have to be close. Well, just because if hypothetically hold it around, I think you're going.
No hitter pitch tonight, I guess.
That's becoming more and more comments. There's not, like these no hitters. There was no hitter the other night. It's like nobody really cares about no hitters anymore. What Shohei Ohtani is doing is pretty incredible, though. He's a pitcher. He has a great record pitching, and he's also leading the league in homers. Low ERA, so that's pretty Babe Ruth-esque.
Yeah.
What Ohtani's doing
Very
out there
unusual.
in California.
Very unusual. But, I always wondered this. Pitchers, most pitchers look foolish in the National League when they come up to bat. But that as a kid, they were probably great hitters. Did they just all of a sudden start sucking to be hit? Usually if you're that good, you're a shortstop or a pitcher.
Just focus on the pitching. I mean, their ticket to the big leagues is throwing fast, preserving that arm, mixing it up with some off-speed pitches, and you don't really need to have a focus on hitting if you're trying to make the big bucks. Pitching. If you're a great pitcher, that's all you need.
But, they actually look foolish a lot of times, like they can't even swing a bat when I know that
it's not easy being in the box when you're facing people throwing 100 miles an hour.
Hell yeah, I know that's the truth.
Ask Kevin Pillar how he feels standing there in the box getting a 95-mile-an-hour fastball to his face.
Right in the dome.
Did you see what he looked like the next day?
No.
Google it. Kevin Pillar's face.
Yeah,
Google that at home. And also, discretion is advised because that man had multiple facial fractures and still got up in front of the media to talk about it the next day, saying he feels bad for the pitcher's mindset next time he stands on the mound. Not him in the batter's box, but the pitcher's mindset that he's worried that the pitcher's not going to be able to pitch correctly because he's going to be worried about hitting another player in the future. Pretty amazing stuff.
I was just sent the TikTok.
Oh, no?
From the newest one from
Joe.
Another chip spill. Go to the Lodge TikTok page if you get a chance. Some funny stuff's on there. Joe S. creates all of that. It's an unofficial TikTok page. All right, on to the next one. Big Meech with deuce 3. Gmo with ace 7 of offsuit.
Coming here to the end of the second period. Cutoff time 10:30, folks. So 400 likes is what we need.
Yep, 9:55 Central Time. Big Meech, the Prince of VPIP, living up to his name. King, Queen, 4, Rainbow. Straight draw. Actually, a pair of queens, I'm sorry, for Dylan. There's a 4, 2 pair now. He's won this hand. He just doesn't know it yet. As long as he stays in, Dylan's going to take this down. Queens and 4s. Seven of hearts on the river. Gmo now gets 2 pair, but he's going to take a stab at it. Make it 20. Just call from Dylan. Dylan's going to win this hand. He's going to show Gmo the bad news. And win a small pot. Race Nerd says, if you're watching, you're liking. 644 in the live chat. We thank each and every one of you. Please, if you haven't yet, give us a chance. Subscribe to our channel. It really helps us out a lot. Cumulative winnings. Gmo up 1,800. Thunderstruck really holding her own. 507. Alex winning 452. Mitch up 143. Zach up down 85. And High Pitch and CJ down at the bottom, throwing the party right now. Over to High Pitch, she'll fold. Dylan with 10-3 offsuit. Mitch in late position. Makes it 10.
Alex just going to play it safe here with his pair of 8s, not electing to raise in the small blind. Just going to go set mining.
Big Meech with 6-7 offsuit.
All the players with kind of similar holdings, minus the pair of Alex. 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pretty interesting. You don't really see that very often, these types of hands pre-flop, all involved in a pot that's raised to $40. So 40, 80, 160 in the skillet. And of course the paint cards come out. So queen 6, 3, 2 diamonds. Nobody with diamonds. Nobody with a paint card. So aggression will likely take down this pot. And who else would have the aggression besides Big Meech? So not really the flop that anybody wanted to see, but Big Meech don't care. He says $55. Does anybody want this? Everybody says no. I'll take it.
Very nice play by Big Meech. We're at 367 likes with 33 minutes left, folks. Let's take this time right now to exit and come back in and like. Actually, you don't even have to exit. Just like. And let's get there right now. We're going to count to 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Like. Everybody, please like it. Right now, if you haven't, we'll go back and see we're at 370. We're 30 away. If we get to 400 in the next 30 minutes, we go to overtime, meaning we're bringing you more.
Yeah, we usually stream for 3 hours. That's the allotted time. But if we reach our like goal, which we almost usually do, we've only missed it once. You know, we'll keep the lights on. We'll keep the cameras rolling for maybe 15 more minutes, 20 minutes, half hour, sometimes even an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. So we're not looking to go home and shut it down just yet. Trust me, we can easily do that.
Almost there. 388. We need 12 more. Who's going to be the one to put us into overtime?
Rick's excited about overtime. His Bruins won in overtime.
Oh, yeah.
He's ready for the call. He's been warming up the vocal cords. 6-9, 395, 5 away. Let's just get there right now.
398. Here we go.
Let's
get the button ready, Mikey. We're there.
We're going to overtime.
You did it, folks. We're going to overtime. He shoots, he scores from the blue line.
Nice.
Very nice, folks, by 9:59 p.m.
That was a strong push. That was a strong push.
Very nice.
I like it.
So you got extra time. You earned it. We'll give you some extra time tonight. We're in overtime. Hit the 400 on a Wednesday night. Thank you, folks.
That's nice. Good work.
Robert Sills, hello from Bangkok, Thailand. Here's the flop. Jack, Queen, King.
Thailand, stand up.
Bangkok. Just a fun city to
I haven't really, heard much from India recently. India used to be strong. So I don't know, it could be huge in the Netherlands. Big in the Philippines. Growing in Thailand.
Maybe.
It might start taking a vote for our third country. Can't be Canada.
I mean, if there's any city that you could name around the world that's fun to say.
Oh, God, here it comes.
It's Bangkok. I mean, come on.
He's going with the Bangkok jokes.
I'm just saying, it's a fun city to say.
Unreal. Rick, calm down.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Oshkosh is a fun name to say.
Oh, my God.
Lukenbach here in Texas, but Bangkok.
You know what's fun to say?
What's that?
Yui Chub.
Yui Chub. You just love that name.
Jabroni is also fun to say. Not a city, but Jabroni. Not to be confused with Zamboni. Pocket 10s for Zach.
Thanks, Phoenix, for joining us tonight. I know you got to take off. Always a pleasure to have you in, Phoenix.
Appreciate that, Robert, a fan from the beginning. That's what we'd love to see. You're welcome here anytime, sir. You've been watching from day one. You already know when we're on air. No need to even say it.
Here comes the flop, deuce 3 queen. Couple spades out there. Straight draw for Thunderstruck.
Next Gen Poker in the building.
Really? Next Gen. The boys. We want you back. Maybe sometime this summer, boys. Think of a date. Let's make it happen. We want you to bring the third member.
Yeah, that was a fun.
Rosie, Frankie, and the third member who couldn't come because he had a paper to write.
No excuses.
Bring the crew. We'll make it happen. Love the kids the boys from Next Gen Poker. Check them out on YouTube. Very well done. College kids trying to make a name for themselves. Doing a good job on the grind. You should have made a vlog, Skull Mike, on your exploits. 5.
Not really a vlogger.
Super.
Growing the Instagram a little bit, so you want to give me a follow on Instagram, Skull Mike Poker. You can see some pictures of some tournaments that I'm in. Put a picture, post there on the wheel, a.k.a. Clarence. But too many vloggers out there for me to compete with. My platform is here with you down here in the bunker, Ricky. I get enough enjoyment from this.
I think we got about 40 to 50 subscribers tonight. Folks, we had 1,500 from last Wednesday to this Wednesday. It's our biggest 7-day subscriber haul ever. We want to thank everybody. Hopefully they'll continue and tell a friend or two. That's all we ask. We're trying to get to 10,000 and then beyond. There's the aggression frequency stats.
Brian H. coming strong with your Bangkok joke, Rick. It's funny.
You know, it's just fun. They had a song about that in the 80s. I don't know
Tanya, it's hard to change decks with these. These are special decks with RFID cards in there. We don't really change decks, but we change cards sporadically if some of the cards are defective, which they normally are per stream. But we change dealers halfway through the stream, and that's good enough.
Yeah, the decks cost about $160 a deck. So we don't have just hundreds of decks lying around.
Jack 8-7 Rainbow. What do we have here? Ace-Jack top for Gmo in the small blind. Looks like Thunderstruck's going to be betting middle pair here. Interesting. So we've seen Gmo not being afraid to use the check raise once before. This would be a great spot to use it again. So there's a bet of 40, a call by 40, and action's going to be coming back around.
Yes, Michael B. That's the song I was thinking of.
Look at this. So Alex makes the call too here with chasing a gut shot. Let's see what Gmo does. I'd like a big raise here. I'd like something along the lines of like 220. Charge these draws, and that's exactly what he's looking to be doing there. He is raising it, but not as high as I would have liked.
Yeah, Next Gen. Reach out to me. Rosie, text me, Rosie, and we'll see what date in June we can get you back. We'll see. See if we can make it happen someday in June. Maybe a Wednesday night in June.
$135. Could be, looks like it might be high enough, but I would have preferred it to be higher again.
Let's see what Thunderstruck is thinking about.
Today, Junior?
Thunderstruck really thinking. She's going to make this call. Big call. Heads up to the turn. There's the 9, so now there's a straight draw.
The ace-10 that just folded would have got there. So what a laydown from Alex in the 5 seat. Would have connected with the straight. That's why you raise it up, folks. Get those people that are chasing and trying to shoot you down out of the pot. Much easier to win heads up versus a multi-way. And now Gmo has this one locked up. So Gmo's been getting the best of Thunderstruck. Basically been getting the best out of everybody at this table so far tonight. Playing very well. And going for a little bit more of river value. 225. Half pot. And Thunderstruck quickly folds. So another pot going seed 8's way. Building up a nice little stack. So already have one color up. Might need another one, Rick.
Yep. Logan Carver, you can play on the live stream. First thing you have to do is email Skull Mike. It's at the bottom of your screen. skullmikepoker@gmail.com. That's how you start the process. Email Skull. He'll respond at some point, ask you a few questions. And it usually is a quick process. It's still, we aren't so inundated yet where we have to tell people it's a 3-month waiting list. So far,
not
maybe
3 months, not 3 months, but you know, it might be 3 weeks at least.
But it's doable.
It's doable. Yep. We've pretty much been able to get anybody in who wants to get in.
But it starts with an email to Skull Mike.
Harder process getting into the bigger game. Easier process getting into the 1-3 Wednesday game.
Ooh, there's a pro tip. If you want in on the stream, Wednesday's easier than Saturdays.
Wednesday's easier than Saturdays. I'll ask you a couple questions. What stakes do you typically play? Are you planning on buying into the maximum in this game? You have a better chance if you buy in for the max. I'll take a look at a couple of your social media handles. I'll ask if you're a member of the lodge. What's your player number? Just a couple little questions. I want to know a little bit of information before I guarantee you a seat here on our beautiful table in our beautiful club. But
10-6 deuce, 2 hearts. There's another 6. So it looks like Mitch is actually in the lead, but he folds. Can't think that he was in the lead with that hand. So now the ace-5. Dylan made the bet over to high pitch. And Dylan is going to, without a pair, he's going to take it down.
They're talking about the sweatshirts. I hear them talking about the sweatshirts.
Yeah. The other way you can do it is go to thelodgelive.com. That's the new website designed specifically for this show, and there's a spot on there that will allow folks to contact Skull Mike. Thelodgelive.com. Brand new website. It's everything you could ever want to know about the show, merchandise, a little bit about me and Skull, all the videos. It's a great, great website, thelodgelive.com.
Yep, it has the basically a little survey.
Very well done.
All the questions that we just told you guys over the air is on there, so it's easy to fill out. So I can get all the information I need. It expedites the process. Check it out.
Jakey Stein says, fly in, extra brownie points. Cross-country drive, extra brownie points. Bottles of booze invited back.
Yeah, Jake, yep, that's also true. Come with gifts. We can be bribed easily. No,
so many people.
But for real, we do our due diligence here. We don't want you to come here and knit it up, be rude. None of that's gonna fly. So when you come here, you better bring it strong.
Nakia says the ER nurse seat 8 drove all the way from PA tonight. Didn't know that he was an ER nurse. It's good to know.
Gmo?
Yeah, that's what
I didn't know that. I knew that he came all the way from PA with a buddy of his, but I didn't know his occupation.
That's what Nakia's saying. I don't know. I assume that's right. She wouldn't say that.
Yeah, Nakia's a lady of her word.
Nakia's going to open a store just for deviled eggs, as popular as they're coming. King of Hearts on the river. Mitch is going to win with his pair of 10s.
Call me Brady.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Neb Trek, nobody cares. Don't Be more specific, Neptrek, if you're going to come with stronger sauce than that.
On to the next hand here. 10-10 in the third period. You guys already locked up overtime. No surprise.
7:05.
You're a nursing gamer. That makes sense.
Yeah, what did you do with that LED mask that you used to have?
I got
that you used to program.
I got it on my counter
There's
shelf.
$50 that you'll never get back.
You know what? I could bring it back.
What are you going to do with that a
Bring
year
it back,
from now?
play at the felt. Who knows? It was worth it. I got my kick out of it for a couple weeks.
You did.
You know, that was pretty slick. I got a lot of compliments on that. Come on, you do it for the compliments, Rick. Do it for the style. You gotta have some class. Can't all be wearing PJs and tank tops in the bunker all the time. You gotta class up the joint a little bit. Look at this hand here. Hand brewing here. Alex, big slick. Ace-10 for Meech, also suited. Gmo with the Queen-9 of diamonds, so diamonds would be spicy on this flop. High pitch going set mining with 6s here, so this could be a big one, Rick. Let's see what we got developing as John brings us 3. Ooh, 6 in the window, Seti McGetty.
Hearts all around.
All hearts, nobody
with a heart.
With a heart. Interesting, very interesting. I think high pitch is just going to end up ripping it. You know, so it's 75 one way. Alex bets his big slick. It's going to be only with 3% equity. And, yep, a quick rip from high pitch. Not that much more for Alex to call, so he'll make the call, and he's going to see the bad news. High pitch going to be very relieved when Alex makes this call, and she realizes that he doesn't have a heart. Yep. Just a pair of kings.
She says, come on,
begging for a, you don't have a heart? Oh, I'm locked up.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Needs running cards here. No. Alex looking to catch lightning in a bottle here. And John Good is cheering for high pitch because he's going to win a bunch of money on the a heart would chop it up.
Ooh, it's red, but not quite a heart. So full double for high pitch. She's earned it.
And the John Good will take not only what's on top of the dealer button, but he'll get a nice tip from high pitch.
Ooh.
High pitch on their way back.
Steph Curry raining from deep there, Ricky. Lakers in trouble. Feeling
It's
it.
the max for a 1-3 Wednesday game. For tonight's stream, it's $1,000 cap. That's usually what we've been playing on a Wednesday night. 1-3 with the 1,000 cap. Saturday, a different story. Uncapped, 5-5 game. And then June 26th, our first ever 25-50 game minimum buy-in, 10K. Bring it strong to the Lodge on June 26th. Chance Corneth, Kitty Koo is coming in. Kitty Co. You just said Koo last hour.
No, you said
Kitty
Koo.
Co. Kitty Co. coming along with Chance Corneth and a host of characters.
You gotta practice that for next week.
I do. Remember, Bart Hansen will be here this Saturday at the Lodge, if you know Bart Hansen. He'll be playing on the Lodge live stream. You got a good lineup for Saturday already?
Lineup is nice. All I really got to say are 2 names.
Blue Man Group Joe.
And
Boots.
Lock it up.
Oh, my God. I love those. I love those 2 guys. I'm the president of the Boots fan club.
Entertained? Are you not entertained?
Blue Man Group Joe may be the person who's won the most on live streams combined.
It's pretty possible.
I would, if I was a betting man, I would bet.
Go back and do the math, right?
Yeah, that would be a hard thing to do. We've done a lot of streams, Mikey. Got to figure out how many we've done. King Jack 3. Couple diamonds. The Jack for Mitch is good. He doesn't know it. There's a queen. And we do have a flush draw. Dylan with a couple spades in his hand.
And a pair. But behind to the jacks of Mitch in the 3C. Let's see if Mitch ends up folding. 2 overs. Jack 9 doesn't look too pretty. He's been pretty quiet tonight.
Just call her Kitty Cat. Remember that from Wedding Crashers?
Yes.
One of my all-time favorite movies.
That's it.
I just loved everything. Basically, everything Vince Vaughn did in that movie, I just laughed.
And Chaz, of course.
Chaz, of course. Will Ferrell. Meatloaf!
The Funeral Crasher.
Yeah. It's fun when they're playing touch football and they go, hot route.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Hot route. Great movie if you haven't ever watched it.
Red 7. Classic.
739 in the live chat. We are storming right along, 10:17 in the PM. We're going to overtime. We got 45 minutes of regular time. Then we'll have some extra time. We're here for at least another hour. Grab some popcorn.
And if you're watching for the
beer.
first time, subscribe, folks. Come back and join us on Saturday. We usually do our PLO stream on the last Monday of every month, but I'm not quite sure if we're going to do it this month. Time will tell. Stay tuned for that. But the ladies stream on the first Monday is already locked up. We have a full lineup for that ladies game on the first Monday. So there will be a Monday stream in our future for sure.
Yeah, ER Nurse Gamer, I agree. Great movie. It's one of those movies you can watch over and over. Wedding Crashers. Oh, CJ made the old move. $20 from Zach with ace queen. High pitch. Gets the straight. High pitch just nails the 5-ball.
Yep, heating up. Nothing for Zach, though. Checks around. 3 of clubs.
Hello, Sheila.
What's up, Sheila? Zach has already checked action on high pitch, deciding how much to bet. Going 450, and this should be an easy snap fold from Zach, although he is thinking about it.
Huh. Call me Brady. Look at that comment, Mikey. I got to thank this stream and the commentators for helping reassure myself I want to get into poker. Not cash games because I'm terrible, but tourney play. I played 2 tourneys. I placed 8th and 1st. Call me Brady. Congratulations. You play at your own pace.
Nick from Yuma says just retire now. It's all downhill from there. But that's pretty cool, Brady. Congratulations on the run good so far, and we hope that continues.
Definitely, there is a difference, as you've come to realize probably already, that tourney and cash are different style, and you can take a little bit more chances in cash because you can always rebuy. In tourneys, it's a little different. But congratulations, that's great, and always great to hear about somebody else interested in the great game we call poker.
If you are local, Brady, we have plenty of low-stakes tournaments, mid-stakes, low-stakes cash. So come on, check out the lodge. It's at 251 off I-35 here, located in Round Rock, just north of Austin, folks. So come on down, say hi to Rick and I.
Absolutely. Plenty of great tournaments. Racer Nerd says Rick considers watching Friday Night Lights research for work. You're absolutely right. Great movie. Actually had lunch with the coach, Gary Gaines, of Friday Night Lights. Got to eat lunch with him. And when that book was written, the city of Odessa did not take too kindly because the book was a little bit harsh on the town. And so they didn't really like the book, but the movie was a little bit nicer to them. Jack 9-7. Yeah, if you ever have a chance to read the book, it's a little bit different.
Book? What is that?
The story is a
Who
little
reads
different.
books?
They never played in the Astrodome. Their game against Carter was played at Memorial Stadium outside in the rain. I was there.
Yep, Jeff spread that rumor all around the chat and every other chat that the mayor is coming to the lodge. Let them all know. Meech reaching for chips.
Matt Barnett, we'd love to get Tilly. I think Joe S. knows Tilly, Jennifer Tilly. She's always invited, along with her husband.
Matt, where did you see that? Where did that reply? Where was that posted? Where'd you see that, Matt?
Zach's going to win with his queen 10
Binks
straight.
Straight here on the turn, and see how active Meech wants to get. Oh boy, trouble here for Meech. Already 800 in this skillet. Zach's been waiting for this moment all night. Meech with one pair. Looks like Zach's betting $300, so Meech doesn't think that his nine's good and doesn't really have enough money to bluff Zach off this. But we've seen Meech make a call earlier on, but correct lay down right there. Shows it to him. I had it there, buddy.
Shows the straight.
Meanwhile, CJ and Gmo are brokering a Pokemon trade, it looks like. I'm not a big fan of the whole Pokemon
I don't even
trade.
understand it. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's basically you just purchase these Pokemon, and when you stack a player, you take their Pokemon.
Okay.
And so then if you're a player, if you're a shark,
you
have a mountain or a full backpack full of Pokemon.
Okay, I guess.
And that's what people do in town. So plenty of people do it. I'm not one of them, so to each their own. There it is.
Oh, okay. Matt said she replied to Kitty's Lodge post on Twitter.
Okay, thank you for that, Matt. We'll work on that. It's good to know.
Yeah, I think Jennifer Tilly would be awesome for this stream.
Absolutely.
Especially if it brought her husband, Phil Lack, and his best friend, Antonio Sfondiari. How about that?
Well, if you do your job on the plane with Mattisau, maybe then we can make that happen.
CJ just tossing all sorts of toys to everybody. Big Meech is going to raise it on up to 65. Brady's getting all sorts of accolades. See, that's what I love about Chatsville. They love people's, they share in people's success and cheer for people. They don't feel like they have to degrade somebody to win.
No. That's awesome. I got to get back out in the tourney streets. You know what I'm saying, Rick?
Yeah.
I haven't really played many tournaments at all lately.
I
'cause,
know.
You know, we're too busy streaming on the weekend. If you're running deep in tournaments, you know, you're playing on the weekend.
He's 7-5, pair of sevens for Big Meech.
Rumor has it Leibowitz has my back in some tournaments next year, perhaps. But I've missed plenty of tournaments that I wanted to get my feet way deep and wet in. Wanted to have some run good, but committed to the stream and being here with you, Rick.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, you know, we'd miss you, and you'll always come back when you want to come back. But if you want to go play a tournament, go play a tournament.
As long as you get a couple of percentage points, right, Rick?
Of course. I want a piece. If you're gonna go out there and play.
Rusty, I don't know if I'm gonna have the success like Mr. Brady in here. The GOAT, call me Brady.
Thunderstruck, looking down at Ace-Jack offsuit.
That's the beauty of cash game poker, though. It's always there when you want it, and you can always walk away when you got other commitments. So, as you find on the website, the Lodge Live with our bios, I was mainly a tournament grinder. Had a lot of success on the tournament streets and transitioned to more high-stakes cash. And that's been doing just fine as well. But getting that tourney blood flowing every now and again is always exciting.
Palo's in the chat now. Always a late arriver. Better late than never. Here comes the raise from Big Meech. Actually, he's calling the 20. It was Dylan who raised to 20 with his Jack 4 clubs.
Ooh, high pitch calling out CJ there. I heard it there. You don't play enough hands, sir. High pitch bringing it strong from the 1 seat.
I love it.
That's funny. But we got a hand here. Thunderstrike 3-betting, though, 105. Dylan going to come along here with Jack 4 of clubs. So, you know, his feet pips high. CJ is going to come along after his pride has been challenged. 10-9 of clubs, good enough for him. Looks like Gmo's starting to loosen up. He's playing with house money, already up 2 Gs. Building up a nice stack. He's going to take his chance with the Jack 9 of hearts. We're going to go 5-way, Queen 3, 6, 2 clubs.
Club draw for Dylan.
Club draw for CJ.
Yeah, Dylan and CJ. It's going to be hard for a club to come.
Thunderstruck's just going to quickly fire out a $100 C-bet, praying and hoping that everybody folds, but she's going to see the bad news.
Payla, you stay busy with school. You keep doing what you're doing. Whatever time you can give to this chat, we appreciate it.
Looks like Dylan has dreams of raising in his eye. He makes it $683 is what he said.
Oh, my goodness.
Did he say 383 or 683? I'm pretty sure I heard $683. And a snap all in from CJ with the club draw.
A lower club draw.
So Dylan did say 683, but they're both on clubs. Jack high in the lead. So only a 10 or a 9
Dylan
live for CJ.
doesn't realize how good he was.
Hilarious. Are you on the club draw? Oh, so am I. Oh, okay. Oh, more outs for
Jack.
CJ. A very good turn card for CJ. Now is open-ended. But the club won't help.
The clubs.
Flush over
they're
flush.
Run it twice.
No, they're going to run it once.
No, they're running it twice.
Whoa, they are running it twice. First board for Dylan. There's a 10 for CJ. So chop it up.
Wow.
Run it one time. One time, CJ. Interesting. 10:30.
Yep. Slick Rick along with Skull Mike. We'll be back here again on Saturday night for the Madness. 5-5 uncapped. Bart Hansen will be here. We'll have some of our usual suspects. We've already gotten a little taste of who will be here. If you like Boots, if you like Blue Man Group Joe, they will be here on the felt, mixing it up.
Yeah, got Bart in the mix. John G, potential player.
Another great player.
Jay-Win's going to be in the building.
Haven't seen Jay-Win in a while.
Yeah, he's been traveling. All he does is win. We got Rami in the building, a very good player.
I really enjoy watching John G. I really enjoy watching Boots and Blue Man Group Joe. You've got a great mix that you've kind of built. Of course, Naked James, always fun. Chi-Town Cat's going to take a little bit of break, but he'll be back. He's got a little baseball responsibilities. His son's quite the baseball player. Congratulations. Made the all-star team. We'll be playing some baseball this summer. So he said he definitely wants to play when Mattisau's here. So Chi-Town Cat, if you're a fan of his, as we're in a holding pattern for a minute here.
We'll give him his opportunity.
Yeah, he earned it. Bart Hansen coming on Saturday. Then Wolfgang Poker will come for the Wednesday night stream on May the 26th. Mike Mattisau hits the felt here at the Lodge June 9th through the 12th. He'll be here for the Wednesday night and Saturday night streams, as well as he'll play a few hours on Thursday and Friday. So if you want to meet him, if you want to take a picture with Mike the Mouth, he will be here playing a few hours of poker in meetup games on Thursday and Friday, and then of course the streams, both streams on Wednesday and Saturday. He's really excited to get here. He says he's got a great friend who lives in Austin, so he's excited to come on a number of reasons, and also he's heard so much about the lodge, and he wants to play some poker.
Yeah.
And then the 26th of June, the 2550 minimum buy-in 10K is going to happen. Chance Corneth. Kitty is coming in.
Kitty who?
Kitty Co. Right?
Yes.
Kitty Co. Kitty Cat.
Gmail raising up here in the small blind with the Jiggities. Thunderstruck with Ace Jack. So these two tangling one more time, but Thunderstruck's stack is quickly dwindling as Gmo's stack has continued to risen.
Yeah, Gmo's playing very well tonight.
Yeah, he's playing well. He's running good, though, but he's timing his check raises well. Hasn't really made any mistakes, and he's in the lead on this flop as it's 9-7 for 2 hearts.
Dos hermanos for Gmo.
Checking it. Interesting. Each with 3 high. Checks it.
Queen of diamonds.
Interesting check there by Gmo. I thought he would have had a C-bet. Maybe was hoping that Mitch would take a shot at it and he would elect for another check raise, but we'll wait no longer now that queen peels. Fires out a little bit of a feeler bet on the turn, and nobody has anything, so he'll take it down. $10:30, going to be going for at least another half hour. Probably about 45 more minutes to an hour.
Hey, and folks, we realize there's a lot of things that you could be watching, but the fact that you chose the Lodge live stream, we appreciate it. Not only poker shows, but just in general, entertainment, reading a book, whatever you do at night. We realize there's a lot that you can choose, and the fact that you chose us is really special. Thank you so much. 15 is the bet from Dylan, King, Queen offsuit. CJ will fold his ace-6. Big Meech. Can't wait to see the VPIP for Big Meech. See if he can set another record. 71% was the all-time record. The Prince of VPIP. Last live stream he was on, 71% VPIP.
Raises it up to 75.
Palo, the overtime number was 400 tonight. We smashed it at 9:59 p.m. 31 minutes to spare. Big Meech is going to come along, call the 60. High pitch with King. Seti Maggette for high pitch.
Nobody with a club.
Pair of aces for Big Meech.
He's going for it here. So high pitch. Let's see what she does. She likes the Hollywood.
She likes to check back.
Act like she's not interested. And then just usually ends up ripping it. Like eyeing Meech down, giving him a face. Nobody holding a club. She just makes the call.
I love that the chat is already answering questions. Somebody asked about the wheel. Jeff Nitschke says, Alex, Clarence is for Saturday. They're already answering. They know the name. Clarence, 7 outs now for Big Meech. He's looking for chop outs here.
Putting the pressure on this draw here, but high pitch not going to be folding the set. Even if Meech rips it, don't see her folding. I think this is just going to go check. I think high pitch will check. I think Meech will check behind. Does have showdown value, but nope. High pitch looks to be going for it here on the river. Bets 225 or no? Goes check, yeah. Check it is, and high pitch will take it down. So she's getting a little bit late momentum here, late in the third period. And I don't know, we don't have a wheel at this club. The wheel is called Clarence.
Michael Lane, if you don't like Seti Maggette, this isn't your stream. That's one of our go-to phrases. Sorry about that. You'll learn to like it, trust me.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
Oh, okay, Rick. You tell him, Rick.
You know, I'm just saying, give us a chance. It'll grow on you. Then one day at your poker club, somebody's going to flop a set, and you're going to say, Seti McGetty. Somebody will say, that's definitely not weak sauce.
What'd you say, Rick? Pass the spaghetti?
I had good spaghetti for lunch today.
I had some good penne alla vodka the other day. We'll be careful about talking about food. Cheryl might send another special delivery.
Shout out to Cheryl. Send pizza into the bunker. Dave Klaproth had 17 pieces. No, I'm kidding. Dave's lost a lot of weight in the last month.
Call me Brady. We have all that merch for you there, buddy. Shoot me an email at the bottom of the screen, Brady, because the coins are not available on the website yet. So shoot me an email, skullmypoker@gmail.com, and we will get we'll start a conversation about the merch.
$120 is the bet. Over to Gmo with Queen 10. Says there's a lot of money in the pot right now. I may like to get involved here with my Queen 10 offsuit, but he folds. Back over to CJ. CJ's playing a pot here. Break the glass here. CJ coming along. 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes ace 4-5. 2 pair for Alex.
Nice flop for Alex. Made that mistake again by Alex. He got warned earlier. $275 action on Meech with just a pair of 6s. This was Big Meech paid off Alex earlier in the stream, so just for some reason it looks like Big Meech never believes Alex. Just a pair of 6s, multi-way here, not giving him credit for an ace. Starting to lose Rick a little bit deep into the chat. I see him getting swallowed up into this chat.
I see the chat of the comment of the night so far is made by a fellow named Durrell Curl.
I see it.
Durrell Cole.
Send that one over to former security guards.
Yeah.
So Meech did call him here. Pretty interesting stuff here. Meech just never believes Alex. Action on Alex, and now he rips it all in. So Meech hates it now. So I didn't believe you on the flop. Why do I believe you here on the turn? But this is for, close to 700.
Dead to two 6s.
That's never a good thing when you're just dead to 2 cards with one more card to show here. Peel on the river, but Meech has not snap folded. Thinking about making a call, which would be disastrous.
Alligator blood. Can't get rid of him.
The man who started off in Anchorage, Alaska, made his way to Pasadena, California, and then to the lodge is going to take down a $1,600 pot. Look at the lodge gear, run good. Hat, hoodie, coin, chips.
That's the formula. Hat plus hoodie
plus
coin
equals chips.
Equals chips.
The cumulative theory of poker.
Gmo bought all the merch.
$2K for Gmo.
Alex bought all the merch.
Finding Gmo.
I don't know.
Am I reaching for that one?
I don't know about that one, Rick. Action on CJ here. If you guys are watching for the first time, do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. Rick and I would greatly appreciate it. We stream every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. So don't be a one-time or don't hit and run the stream. Come back and say hello on Saturday. The lineup's going to be good.
Yeah.
Rick will be here in the bunker. I don't know about myself yet, TBD. But the stream's going to be good. The lineup's going to be fire.
Yeah. You've been busy. Things happen. We'll cover you. I know I'll be busy every now and then.
I might be back. I gotta after the stream. Meech just
all
rips
in.
It. Mystery hand by Alex shows
Jacks
1 ace
versus aces.
Wow.
Oh my
aces,
goodness!
Jacks. So Meech in trouble, already reaching in his pocket for the reload. Pretty gross, and we didn't even see Alex's hands, but here we go. Talk about the run good. Well, what a flop there for Jacks. Picks up way more outs. 7 queen or a jack, so a great flop.
5 is not one of them.
No help.
That's not going to help.
That's going to be. They're going to run it one time. It looks like.
Yep.
One time. If you are can't Meech, I'm sorry.
Ooh. Daniel Vargas says he just became a new subscriber. Thank you.
What was the formula again, Rick?
Hat plus hoodie plus coin equals chips.
Okay. Yes.
The Pythagorean theorem
of Lodge
coin. Hat plus hoodie plus coin equals chips.
Looks like Meech is still sitting down here. He's still going to battle back.
Thunderstruck is now the leader of VPIP.
New VPIP champion.
Aggression frequency, Big Meech, and Big Meech is buying in for another buy-in. Tough. Ryan, good question about the pizza. Depends the style you want. Kind of partial to Via 313. It's a Detroit style, but we've got home slice. We got a new an old place that I call it's the old deli on Woodward Street.
I'm from New York area, so it always
We're gonna go one day to that.
Talking about pizza.
We're going to go one day to that place. I think you're going to like this place.
Which place?
It's called the Old Deli on Woodward
Let's
Street.
go next week.
All right. I want to take you there.
Yeah,
I treated you right.
On me. I owe you a sandwich, so I'll buy the pizza.
But I treated you right on hoodies. You love that. You trust me, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I take your word for it.
All right. I think you'll like this
Pocket
pizza.
Kings for Dylan. 3-betting up to 65. Hand for Thunderstruck. Gmo's playing on house money with a suited king, but he elects to fold.
It's called Little Deli. Little Deli on Woodward Street. Here's the flop.
Big Meech tilted, calling with 9-3 offsuit.
All hearts. Queen Jack deuce.
Ace of hearts for Zach. And top pair, so a nice flop for the 6th seat. Big Meech says, I don't care. I'm trying to get some of my losses back. I'm going to bet 75. Snap call by Dylan with the kings. And you know Zach's not going anywhere. Might even elect to raise. Looks to be carving out raising chips. So that's going to be a little bit of alarming for the kings of Dylan here. Does elect to raise, makes it 250, so Meech should be folding immediately and does. Tough decision for Dylan. Currently has the best hand. Kings are better than a pair of queens, but Zach does have an over ace, and he also has the ace of hearts, so leading in terms of equity, but behind in terms of hand strength here. But Dylan does have position. Doing some accounting, seeing how much he has.
Rob Christensen, we're in Round Rock, Texas. And Curtis, I'll answer the question after this hand. This is a big one brewing.
Dylan taking his time. When are you going to grow a beard like Dylan?
Wow,
Rick?
Dylan's got it going on. I asked my wife, I said, should I shave my goatee? She said, you'd have to change the logo.
Wow.
She even knows about the logo.
Strong. Raquel coming in strong.
You can call her Rocky. Everybody calls her Rocky.
Rocky loves Emily. Rocky loves. Oh, I think you just ripped it. All you can eat.
All in for Dylan.
Interesting. The correct play currently, Zach says, oh, it's pretty close. Doesn't love the rip, but he's going to end up making the call. Don't see him folding here. They'll probably call. He's probably going to run it twice. Makes the call.
Did he make the call? Yeah, he did make the call.
Let's see what they're going to do. Once or twice. Don't really like how John asks.
Yeah.
He's like once or twice.
Right,
let the players decide that.
Players, there's the 4
Johnny boy
of spades. We'll have to ask him about that. There's no heart there.
Kings in the lead on that one.
Kings will win it. It's always good to get the first one. There's the heart. All right. Chop it up. Curtis asks, I'll subscribe, but tell me where you heard Buck and a Squirt. I'll tell you where I heard it first was probably 20 years ago.
In bed?
No, in bed. In another poker room that shall remain nameless. It wasn't a poker room still alive today. It was a precursor to these poker rooms in Austin. This is like the third generation of poker rooms in Austin. But this was a place called the Redmen Club. And that's where I first heard Buck and a Squirt when somebody made a $125 bet. Must have been in the 90s. So what is that? 25 years ago?
Good job. Still got it together. Shout out to Jeff. Jeff with a $5 super chat. Thinks you're bullshitting, Rick.
Come on, don't bullshit a bullshitter.
Don't bullshit a bullshitter, Rick.
Yeah, no, it's not an original. I'm not claiming it was. Don't say that I said it was. I did not make it up.
Aces for high pitch, so she's sitting on about 1.1, starting to get rewarded late with some premiums. And Dylan's going to go set mining with the speed limit in Florida. Definitely not the speed limit here in Texas, but a lot of old people in Florida, 55.
Oh, we're almost at 800 in the live chat. Late in the game.
We were over 8 just recently.
798.
Do us a favor, continue liking this stream, folks, and subscribe to the channel if you're new.
Flop comes Jack 10-9. Couple diamonds.
Not the best flop for a pair of aces. Connected with diamonds. You're not holding the ace of diamonds in your hand. King Queen gets there. That can connect with a lot of sets.
Look at Big Meech's hand. He's got a combo draw, flush and a straight.
That's going to be good enough. We're going to be getting in here between the 7 and the 1, but it checks around.
There's a straight flush. No.
Seven. Open your eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like
almost
a straight
almost
flush.
Needed
straight.
Almost needed a diaper change in the booth, but CJ is holding nut diamonds here. So we have flush over flush and a pair of aces.
9 of diamonds. 9 of diamonds.
It's like a dog that hasn't had dinner in 3 weeks here in the bunker at the edge of his seat, begging for a 9 of diamonds. Not going to come. 8 of clubs. Flush over flush. We're losing Rick late here. Late in the third period, Rick has lost his mind, and unfortunate for Meech, CJ's going to be ripping it all in here.
Richard Alward says, I like your streams, and I had to subscribe.
Nice hand there for CJ.
CJ's going to win $1,100 pot.
Take it down, CJ.
Nick, the mayor says, Skull, please help Rick.
I'm doing my best. We're losing Rick late. I think there's the point of no return.
I did not sleep good last night.
That's how you know Rick and I are locked in with the chemistry. You just know when he's slipping. You're trying to save him, but you can only do so much.
Ooh, Big Meech reaching into his bag of tricks again.
Oh, going for more?
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Buying some more. Got to reload the clip.
Yeah, Meech is taking it hard tonight, but he's a great guy. He'll be back. One of the great guys that we have. Looked like we got a straddle. Gmo looks down at King 6. He'll fold it. Over to Thunderstruck, who's had a lot of fun tonight, Thunderstruck. She started off like gangbusters. Chips are dwindling a little bit for Thunderstruck. And High Pitch just running the show. She's just running the show tonight.
I think running the show would be actually Gmo in the 8th seed.
Well, I'm saying just having fun and being the life of the table.
Fair
High
enough.
Pitch.
Gmo's all business there in the 8th seed.
Yeah, not saying too much.
Just stacking chips to the ceiling. Chips by the pound. Chips to the ceiling. Chris Brenner asking if Cheddar Bob's in the booth. Nope. But we do have Clarence in the booth with us down here in the bunker.
Yeah. Specially designed case. James Lowell says Rick is drunk on the Bruin overtime win. Could be. Absolutely. Yeah, we want to give a big shout out to Boy Wonder Michael, who's going to be helping out our executive producer, Dave Klaproth. Dave has been punching these buttons all by himself since show number 1. Finally got himself a helper. Let's see if Michael can live up to the dreams we have for him. 4 of hearts on the turn.
There's been 4 people in the bunker before, and they haven't lasted, Rick.
I know.
So let's see if Mikey can pass the test.
Boy Wonder. 10 of clubs. Looks like CJ's going to win himself another pot here. CJ's starting to heat up.
Makes the call. Didn't love it, but makes the call and takes it down. Yep, CJ's starting to heat up. He's got a stream hat on. So hat plus card dead for 2 hours equals late chips.
I want to see how much. At some point, we should have set it over under for how much that sweater cost that Big Meech is wearing.
We're gonna let him slide down 2.7. Yeah, we're not gonna needle.
Yeah, don't go out there.
We're good. Meech has been a loyal soldier. Can't win every night on the felt.
No, and he's going to be good with that. Gmo up 2K, Alex up 1,300. But it is
Brady
a nice sweater.
Sent me an email. Sounds good, Brady. I usually check the emails the following day, and I'll probably be traveling tomorrow, but I'll get around to it soon. Just give me a little while, and then we'll be in touch. High pitch, raising it up, or actually just calling the 10. Okay, CJ raising it. Says, you were calling me in it for too long, high pitch. If you want to play, it's 35 to play. And they have the same hand, so pretty interesting. But Meech, 3-betting up to 80. He is in just full 3-bet mode no matter what his holdings are. And CJ's going to come along here. So we already see that a couple of kings and jacks are already dead, but Meech just holding queen high.
Ace deuce 5, that's probably going to slow things down.
I don't think so. I think Meech will be c-betting. No,
right.
Checks. Checks. Now let's see if CJ's going to be. CJ's looks to be adjusting and changing gears here late. So good on CJ. He's got a nice little tight image. And he's starting to kick it up a notch here late, just betting with the king high, but was the best hand.
Let's look and see where we are for the likes. 486 likes. Thank you so much. 7,500 subscribers. So we've gained quite a few subscribers tonight.
How close are we to the next 1,000?
I don't know. It just says 7.5.
So about 400 away?
Yeah.
Close. Probably 450, close to 500. Do us a favor, everybody. If you're not subscribed to the channel already, please do so. Trying to get to 8,000 as fast as possible. And then meet up in Vegas once we hit 12.5 at a bar and poker room TBD.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
No excuses. Y'all better make it out for that one. Going to be doing it up proper.
But anytime you want to meet Skull Mike or Slick Rick, come to the lodge. And we'd love to shake your hand and thank you for watching. And maybe step on one of these great tables here at the lodge. So much fun. So many things go on. Couple tournaments each and every day. Cash games galore. So whatever your fancy, if you like the tournaments, if you like cash game, it's all happening. The largest poker room in Austin. Looks like we've got a raise from Big Meech.
Big Meech raising every single hand. Someone came from Gmo or Big Meech?
I want to. Oh, it was Gmo. No, I guess it was. Cheryl in the chat. Hey, Cheryl, thanks again for the pizza on Saturday night. Very above and beyond.
So things loosening up here late. Dylan coming along with 10-8 offsuit. Early position, and it was Gmo who 3-bet with the Jack Deuce. Choctaw nuts. And of course, Big Meech coming along here with the best hand. And Spike's top pair.
Yeah, Nakia, I thought the number was 10,500, but I was corrected that it's 12,000. Not 12.5, it's 12,000.
Leibowitz got scared.
Yeah.
Trying to hit that number too quickly.
Yeah.
It's all right. You can just admit, Leibowitz, you got a little scared.
150 on a board of ace 10 queen, 2 spades. Big Meech with the ace comes along.
Yeah, so Gmo telling a story. He was the lead aggressor pre-flop. He's going to need a king if he wants to win this pot. You know, Meech is stuck, and Meech doesn't like folding. Folding is boring, like our man Rampage said. And Gmo, full throttle, steps on the gas here. Looks just calm, cool, and collected like he did all stream. And he's been quiet for the past hour.
Got the headphones in.
Just has Jack high like a boss. And he's putting the pressure on Meech. He knows Meech has been touched up. Doesn't want to lose the remaining, 420 of his stack right here. Light it up if you got it. +1. 421.
Wow. Can Meech get away from this? He
But
doesn't have a kicker.
Gmo raised pre. 3-bet pre large. Repping. It looks. I think she's going to end up laying it down. Meech is going to end up laying this one down, Ricky.
If he does, this is the play of the night.
Gmo, yeah. Shaking his head.
Find a way there, Meech.
Gmo playing very well. The player of the night so far.
And he's using the fact that Big Meech has had multiple buy-ins.
Absolutely, and there's still, a couple minutes left on the stream, half hour or so. Meech doesn't want to go home. He shows the ace.
He throws it away. Look at the bluff. Big Meech is going, what can I do tonight?
I like the way you do business.
Gmo showing some chops.
Gmo.
Coming from Pennsylvania and saying, this is how we do it in Philly, boys.
Gmo shows it.
You want to play rough? Okay. Say hello to my little friend.
Jake
Jack
Stein
high.
says above the rim play here might backfire, though. It didn't. Made a play there, showing all sorts of talent there. Gmo.
I like it. Gmo looks strong there, too, just on the gutter of the Broadway. It's never a train you really want to be on, but when you've been making these moves all night and basically you've had it every single night, it sets it up nicely for a late stream bluff. And that's exactly what we saw just then and there. Gmo's been doing this all night, and he's had the goods. This time he didn't, and he got the best hand to fold. So that's poker at its finest and well played by the 8th seed.
I wonder, are you guys this outgoing at the table, or do y'all put your poker faces on and become silent night?
I'm more dead inside at the table.
Skull Mike puts on his glasses,
not always.
his hoodie.
All glasses and PLO, because there's so much reading to be going on at the table.
He's just serious, but he'll talk smack too.
Yeah, I'll talk, but I prefer to be more silent at the table. But when in the booth, aka the bunker, 39.3 below table 11 here, can't be quiet. On the mic for you guys. Thank the entire chat for being our third commentator in the bunker, coming in strong tonight. Subscribe again if this is your first time watching us, and come back on Saturday night as we have an ace, deuce, 10 flop, 2 hearts. Big Meech with another ace here, and I think Meech might go into tilt mode after being shown that bluff. Zach's going to be putting in a bet here, and let's see if I think Meech is just going to end up ripping it. Set.
Jake Stein says, Skull Mike is always chirping. Real talk. Coming from one of his best buddies. There you go.
So, trouble for Meech here. Meech could have had a full double on that last hand, and now he is outkicked and in trouble. Picks up a little bit more equity with a 3 to for the wheel. But Sachs has him in rough shape.
Oh, Big Meech is just...
It's not going to fold.
His night.
It's not going to fold another ace just after what just happened on the last hand. So
goes all in.
Makes the call here. Zach can pat Gmo on the back for this double up that's about to happen. Shows it to him. Meach hates it, reaching in his pocket.
6 outs for Meach. Can hit the wheel. Can hit a 4.
Let's see. If
3 or a 4.
Let's see what happens here. Do the poker gods favor Meach tonight?
Nope. They're running it twice.
Locked up on one board for Zach.
Well,
that's going to be a scooper.
Wow. Big Meach. It's just not his night tonight, Mikey.
Oh, he's running into it. And definitely what we just saw in that last hand was part of the reason why Meach gets stacked on this following hand. But
I mean, in just 2 successive hands, he was bluffed out of one, and then he called and didn't have a big of a stick kicker. It's tough sometimes. Looks like he's going to get 500 more and try again.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
But, you know, if you're going to lose between the streams, if you're going to lose pretty big, this is the stream to do it as opposed to Saturday Night Madness. We saw that last Saturday in one hand.
Yeah, you can lose 10K in
10K.
5 seconds.
Yep.
But 3K in this stream is a little bit harder to lose, but it's possible.
Yeah, we're seeing it. 807 in the live chat. We're officially into overtime. We'll go on for another 15, 20 minutes, folks. And then we will call it a night until Saturday. And Zach is literally rubbing the ink off of our cards. You don't have to be that aggressive, Zach. My goodness. Oh, it looks like Meach bought in for
800, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Adam says, I'll be making my premiere on the stream next week. We've heard that before.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, Garcia.
Come on now, Garcia.
Garcia.
You know, it's like Lucy in the football. You keep telling us you're coming.
It's not just in poker. Garcia's been known to do that in life.
One of the great guys. Hopefully we'll see him on a stream real soon. Looks like the raise to 45 by Gmo with pocket 8s. Flop comes 7-3 ace. So you got two players have pocket 8s, so an 8's not coming. Dylan and Gmo. Pocket 4s for Zach.
If an 8 comes, then we have trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, Michael, the wheel did get named. His name is Clarence. Clarence will make an appearance on Saturday night to start the stream, so don't want to miss it. And he'll make another appearance midway through the stream on the dealer change.
And Clarence's parents have a
real good marriage. Here comes the turn, 6. So 8s versus 8s. This is going to be Chop City.
Let's just press it now.
Let's see if Gmo has a chance.
He's trying to turn his 8s into a bluff. We've seen it one time.
Gmo.
But it's harder to get credible once you show it. He might be trying to rep a king. Oh, maybe I pressed it a little prematurely.
Buck and a squirt. There you go. First night.
But no, once you show that bluff, you're going to lose a little credibility. And I think Dylan's going to have to look him up. Dylan has the calling chips in his hand, leaning on a call rather than a fold. Calling the chop, going to be pretty surprised when his opponent flips over the same hand. Or will Gmo steal another one? Look at Dylan talking to him, trying to get a read. Gmo giving him nothing.
Gmo pulling out all the plays from Playbook 101, how to win at poker.
Makes the call. Chop it up.
Chop City. They're going to have fun seeing that. And there's the laugh.
Chop it up.
Muhammad Ali, and I like that one. Joe S. comes with Tilt Chamberlain, Wilt's brother. And we'll go on to the next one. Folks, really appreciate you being with us tonight. 813 in the live chat. We're officially in overtime. We've got about 15 more minutes before we bid you adieu. 7,500 subscribers. Literally, last Wednesday night when we started the stream last Wednesday, we had 5,950. So we're growing. This is a rocket ship. You guys are on it. Can't thank you enough.
Yep, our larger games on Saturday, smaller stakes on Wednesday, but pretty popular for all. So if you don't like it, Randy, come back on Saturday. And if you don't like that, then maybe we're not for you.
Yeah, and we're not. You know, look, every show is not for everybody. I get it. Come in, give us a chance. Hopefully you'll stay. Big Meech looks down at Queen 4. Over to Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck with Jack Deuce suited on the button will make the call. Over to High Pitch, 6-4 offsuit in the small blind. Looks like she's going to raise it up to 16. Dylan will come along after making a good call. And Mitch does too in his big poppy uniform. Thunderstruck on the button. Says, why not? 4 ways to a flop. A lot of junk in their hands right now.
So,
5, 6,
if
7.
I'm not mistaken, Rick. Our boy Gmo in the 8th seed.
Yeah.
He's in the lineup for Saturday.
Oh, nice. Nice. Well,
so
he's gonna
double dip. See if he can turn and parlay some of his Wednesday's winnings into a big night on Saturday. So we got Bart, Gmo, Rami, Jaywin in the house, Boots, Blue Man Group Joe, Susan, who's going to be a new face to the stream, Mikey Sides, who's been on some other streams. Nice little lineup on Saturday, so you're not going to want to miss that one. And Clarence will be out full throttle right when the show starts in the beginning. So you better get in the chat early. No late excuses on Saturday. I don't want any Ben Dog, oh, I'm late. Nick from Yuma has probably got a date with, 3 different people. You just got to show up. Real Salami, you got to be there. All you chat pros, Cheryl, Nakia, all our loyal viewers, right from the get-go on Saturday to see Clarence do his thing right at the center on table 11.
Under the lights. Yeah.
Gmo up 2.4. Big Meech down 3.5. It's turning into a nice little party at the expense of Big Meech.
Susan Dealey is saying, go Philly Poker. Stop on your way home, Susan. Go to the Wawa. Pick yourself up something. Wawas, 7-Elevens of the Philadelphia area. Man, it's cold in the bunker tonight.
Hang meat.
I mean, my God. I'm going to have to start bringing a blanket or something.
Can't believe you're even wearing shorts.
I know, but because I just like wearing shorts. 55, I'm going to have to do something else, though. I can't. We got to keep it cold here in the bunker because all of our equipment, the $9 million worth of equipment we have, 110 now. The bet from Big Meech, 4 bets it with his Queen 10 offsuit.
3 bet with 6-5, 4 bet with Queen 10. High pitch folds the best hand in Ace 10, and Dylan and Meech going to go after each other one more time. Kevin in the chat, let's go, baby.
4-4 deuce. Nakia, Wawa is the GOAT. Yeah, I remember Wawas.
So Big Meech gets there on the turn. Nothing really for Dylan, but Dylan's going to look him up. Snap calls with 100 with just looking for a 3, and this 5 could hurt him. Meech is going to be betting, and I think Dylan's going to make this call. How much will Meech go for? Looks like 210.
Yeah, Nakia, the Clarence name came from the movie 8 Mile and the rap battle when
Papa Doc,
and they were making reference to him, and it says his real name is Clarence, and somebody said his wheel name is Clarence, and that's how we came up with
Matty J.
Clarence. Matty J, let's give him proper credit. in the rap battle between.
So Dylan was fishing for
Rabbit.
his gutter ball, connects with the 5. Now has 2 pair of 5s and 4s, and he makes the call. Big Meech is going to get paid off. So good for Big Meech recouping some of his losses. And Dylan got his fingers stuck too far down the cookie jar there and pays Meech another 210 on that river 5.
I apologize if I offended you by comparing Wawa to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, you can. You can get arrested in 3 states for that.
I get it. I'm a fan of Buc-ee's. I wouldn't compare Buc-ee's to Wawa. Buc-ee's is the king of all convenience stores. I wouldn't even call it a convenience store. It's something more. It's a destination. If you haven't been to a Buc-ee's to see 117 gas pumps, 4,309 different styles of beef jerky, and the cleanest bathrooms you'd ever see, you haven't been. Gmo with King Queen suited. Look at all those chips.
I like Gmo's game. Look at all that money on the button. Somebody's got to, win a hand on the button and give John, the dealer, those chips. CJ, pair of 10s, makes the call, as does Alex with his suited ace. So 3 decent hands here. Going to see a flop. 6-5-3, 2 spades, I'm sorry. Pretty safe flop there for a pair of 10s, and CJ is going to lead at this. Let's see if Alex wants to float. Could have elected to float there with 2 overs and a 4 for the straight. Does not.
CJ with a pair of 10s. We'll go on to the next hand. A couple more minutes here on the live stream. I want to thank everybody for joining us on this Wednesday night. We've got a Who's Better Wawa Buc-ee's 7-Eleven chat going on right now. Things happen in this chat very fast. You never know where they're going to land. We'll be back Saturday night. Cards will be in there at 7:30. Stream will start at 8, as always. Big Meech having trouble tonight. It's just not his night. Gmo with 5-3 suited says, I'm going to play because it is my night, and I can play the 5-3 suited. Thunderstruck comes along with ace-6 suited. Dylan playing a lot of hands tonight, 7-3 offsuit. And on the button, Mitch from up in the northeast, he's going to raise it to 60 with ace-jack suited. Over to Big Meech. Big Meech says, I don't know what to do. I just throw it in because it's just not my night. Maybe I can shake things up. Thunderstruck come along, as does Dylan. So we'll go 4 ways to the flop. Kind of cheering for Big Meech right now. Jack 9-5, Rainbow. Mitch is going to hit that with his jack. Big Meech does have a straight draw. Gutty. $100 just heads up between Mitch and Big Meech. 5 of spades. Big Meech with 6 outs. Just killing it right now. Good fold.
Yeah, no longer going to chase once that board pairs. Good on him. Too expensive anyways. The correct fold. Mitch has been pretty quiet.
There's the VPIP. Big Meech set the record. He was down in the 50s, but got stuck a little bit. So he set a new record. Was 71%, which was all-time great. And here comes the stats, Mikey. As we see the stats go, your thoughts as we close tonight's Wednesday night show up. Your thoughts tonight?
I think we got might have one more hand.
No, this is it. We got the stats going.
Yeah, got the stats going. I see some cards in the air. No, it was a good night. I was impressed with Gmo's game.
Gmo, yes.
So that's what kind of sticks out in my mind. You know, Big Meech, a fan favorite. He got a little touched up tonight, but he'll be back. But I'm interested to see how Gmo plays in the larger game on Saturday night. The lineup will be a lot more difficult, and the money will be significant. So stay tuned for that, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And don't be late, folks. If you want to see the wheel get spun, a.k.a. Clarence, we're not going to call it anything else but Clarence moving forward after tonight.
Yep. For Dave Klaproth, the executive producer, for Wonder Boy, Michael, the new employee here in the bunker, for Skull Mike, my name is Slick Rick Epstein. We will see you Saturday night on Poker Night at the Lodge.